I switched it.
It was so great.
Thanks for telling me.
Well, you
Welcome,
said
travelers.
I could.
If you're new here, my name is Brenna. I am your nostalgic for a Nat 20 DM, and welcome to Tales from the Catacombs. This is our tabletop RPG adventure that we are thrilled to share with you. This game uses the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition system and rules, and the setting is a homebrew based off the rock album Razia's Shadow by Forgive Durden. We are revamping a brief introduction to the setting that you will be able to read at your leisure when I get to it. And I do have a few weeks now, so I'm a little excited to get maybe something done, but I think I've said that every single break I've taken. Oops. But I hope you will enjoy it, so you can be as immersed in the world as our players are. And before we get lost in our adventure, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, stick around because we have a giveaway to do at our break. How very exciting. Thank you for helping us get to 175 plus subscribers on our channel. And help us with the algorithms while you're at it by leaving a little comment below answering the following question. Why does Brenna's music keep turning off? That's not the question. The question is...
A great question.
That is a great question. Technology people, there you go. No, the real question is, what monster in Dungeons and Dragons lore is most like your own personality? What monster in D&D lore is most like your own
My
personality?
first thought was devil.
Brenna's music.
Devil. Not on my good Christian Catholic Minecraft server. But while you think about that, without further ado, please enjoy this session of Razia's Shadow, a 1,000-year interlude. Let's recap. And if you hear humming in the background, that's my brother. He's feeling very chanty today. Session 37. Longing to know. I hope I got that one right. The party took stock of their options after the fight, taking a few items of interest off the bandits. The rest of the stolen goods weren't where the bandit leader said they would be. They appeared to be dragged away from the ambush site, and the party didn't want to take the chance of another confrontation. They decided it was best to bring the horses back to the elven druids first. The elves were delighted to see them return. They asked who this clearly capable adventuring party was, and for the first time, the group introduced themselves, the Vivere. The elves also offered to give the Vivere a ride wherever they needed to go along that road, as far as Decker. While they rode, the party rested and felt more confident to stop and pick up the rest of the stolen goods. They tracked them to a lightly protected clearing and found a small treasure hoard that they brought back to the wagon. The elves were willing to part with one item of theirs per hero, except for one of the staves, the Staff of Starlight. That belonged to their partner, and she wouldn't be willing to give it up. Beau wondered if they were in touch with this partner of theirs, who went by the name Silia Leodon. Pauli kept a sending stone in a lockbox, and with much convincing, let Viola use it to introduce herself to Silia. That night, they camped on the outskirts of the town Hire's Claim. Beau and Snow discussed what death was like. Then Ste'yn found Beau to ask about the blood that was on her that morning. She was shocked to hear that the smell was that of a fiend's blood. The party agreed to shifts for their long rest, with Ste'yn taking the first because of how energized she still felt from the elf's potion. She didn't wake Viola for the second shift, taking it on herself. Towards the end of the second watch, she spotted creatures approaching in the dark. They were beastly shapes made of fire, and they prowled directly towards the camp. So.
Fireball.
Done. Well, there goes all my notes for the day.
Well, I mean, if they're made of fire, I don't know if that's an effective method.
It just makes them grow.
Okay,
Fire
yeah, I
with
did. I did.
Make my creatures grow. But anyway.
Oh boy.
So, to sort of set where you all are, you'd camped out just a little further from the road. There's not a ton of cover in this area, and there's not a ton of trees. There's some scattered about. Snow, Viola, and Ste'yn. And I think the elves I think
and
are
the
also
elves
in
are
the
also
hut
in there.
with the
Beau's
two of
in the
you.
carriage
And Beau was in the carriage. Okay, I
with
set
an
this up
alarm
incorrectly
spell
then.
up.
With an alarm spell that he may not even need.
Well, I mean, he does need to wake up still, so the alarm spell would help with that.
That's true, it would, but there might be potentially other methods for waking him up in this time, because at least one of you is currently awake.
And she has the
I have
sending spell. You just
Yes.
immediately.
Beau, get up!
And there goes your 4th level spell slot.
I know it's gone. Her only one, or what? 1 or 2? Just one?
Not
Have fun.
staying
Just
in
one
my
4th level
dreams
right
too.
Yeah, our party also leveled up. Good for them. We're all level 7 now. Yeah, congratulations, you earned it.
Yes,
And I get to use all your fun toys. So, inside the hut, you have the 5 of you. Beau asleep in the wagon, not far from you. And Ste'yn awake and seeing at least 3 of these fiery shapes in the dark that approach they're very close. They seem to have just risen from the ground. Oh, I need to adjust something real quick. Real quick. Boop. Boop. And boop. And boop. And boop. So you see 3 of these figures appear around their feet, and in some other areas further in the dark. Do you have dark vision?
She does. 60 feet.
Okay, 60 feet. So you can see, I don't know why I made this map and it's like bright, like daylight on this map, so I apologize for that. But
That's okay.
you see one is significantly less than 60 feet from you. That one's only about maybe 20-25 feet where it rose out of the ground. There's 2 more, one to your right that is
Should we be seeing
one's-
this? I don't know if you switched it or not.
no, I didn't switch it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, one about 40 feet away. Well, they're both about 40 feet away, kind of equidistant on either side and behind this creature. But what you also note in front of you and behind you, there are these growing light, what appear to be pools of warm, glowing light. And it's become very warm in this area. Saying I'll allow you to do one thing before these creatures that clearly are hostile may make a sudden move. They appear to be slowly approaching.
Cool. We're going to wake up the camp. We're going to use thaumaturgy to make my voice even louder and just sort of yell or state and let it boom out. Hostile creatures approaching, wake up and let's play.
Oh my gosh.
Inside the tent, it's just ringing with her voice. The tiny hut. I'm sorry, I said tent again. Why
And
do
it
I keep
should
saying
reach out to
tent?
Beau too to hopefully wake him.
What
Cantrip
levels-
does
if
not
that's a
extend
cantrip?
out of
Oh,
the
shit,
hut.
Cantrip?
I was gonna say.
Well, I
Can't
mean,
get
but
no
you
more.
could still hear.
Beau
So if
just
she's
hears
just,
it regularly.
well, she's just using it to yell louder. It's not
Yeah.
the s-
Yes. So
which is on
if-
herself.
If you are close enough to hear her just state that, then you would still, if that would wake you up, then yeah. There's just no benefit from the cantrip part.
It's just fun to use
I
the
did
cantrip.
wonder that. There was something happened before this instant that I wondered, like, does sound count as magic going through the barrier of the hut?
I think it
Well,
I
is
depends
the
did think
on
it
who-
cantrip cast on like her sound as she's yelling, or is it cast on her?
I thought it was cast on
Cantrip?
her, which is why I thought
Yeah.
it would just go out because it's her talking.
But if the effect of the
The
sound
effect
being
of such
increased is
spells
magic,
Can't-
can't extend
I
through
don't-
it.
that part I can see it. It makes sense.
Okay.
You can make a strong case in front of the judge.
Mhm.
The judge
The goal
might
is to wake
submit
up
to
the
these
camps.
rules.
We're being as loud as we can, you know.
So you yell on top of your voice booming.
Yeah, we'll yell too.
Excellent. Yeah. Everyone in the hut is immediately startled awake. Beau, you definitely hear Ste'yn yell. I imagine the wagon is not terribly far.
How are the horses?
The horses are.
I imagine, I don't know if they're still
Let's
just
see.
tied to the wagon or if they're tied to the trees, but I imagine.
There are 2 trees that are right beside the wagon, kind of like hiding it a little bit from sight from the road.
Yeah, I don't know what the ordinary thing is with horses and wagons if you keep them on that when you're making camp or if you tie them to a tree.
You're not going to keep them leashed up or like entirely like whatever the word Grace would use. I'm sure it's not leashed.
Yeah, if Grace is here, she could tell us for sure.
Grace would tell us.
Tied.
No, they are tied separately from their whole hitched system. I don't actually have little tokens for the horse. So how about we bring you guys over
You have the old tokens
let's
on
do
this
that.
layer if you want to nab them. I don't know how easy that is to do on this, but
That's okay. I've
okay.
prearranged. Let's drag you and hope I hit everything properly. Hid. What's hiding?
Hide from us?
What's hiding even?
I see what you mean by you made it very daylight.
Yeah, it's daylight. I was not thinking while I made this map on Sunday.
It's fine. Sundays aren't for thinking.
Sundays are for resting with our Lord.
I forgot about the elves that were with us, and I was like, who are these children next to us?
The elves are very much seem like little children. I thought that when I saw them on the thumbnail when we
They do look very
did
young. They should look young. Beau would probably be like, ugh, children.
They're still probably older than all 3 of you.
Oh, they are. They're at least thrice their age. So Ste'yn yells. Everyone is awoken. Beau, you are also awoken. The creatures.
Are we awoken quick enough that we could all do like one action before rolling it?
No. The creatures also seem to jolt and seem unappreciative of the sound. And now we will all please roll initiative.
Yeah.
Could
Let's
we
get this
also
battle
get
started.
something on the map to show where the edge of the hut is?
Sure.
So it'd be around
how big is the hut?
spot, right?
From me.
Thank goodness I get advantage on initiative now. I rolled a 19 and a 1.
Sorry, how big was the hut?
10 feet emanation from me.
10-foot emanation. So let me see what that would look like. Oh, just kidding. He's got it. Oh, good. I kept everyone in. So glad. So they can't see without doing a check, correct? They can't see into the hut? Or
They can't
no,
see
they can
into
never
the hut,
see in.
Period.
But they can note it's there.
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
If they have dark vision, they can definitely tell it's there.
Cool.
Even though it's the same color as everything around, it's still. I mean, it's just like
A
if you had a
weird,
tarp
warpy-
that was the same cover as the grass, that was just like in this huge 10-foot
Invisibility
dome.
cloak.
I'm picturing now like when they're very lazy in like shows and they're just like, oh, we're gonna cover up a vehicle and it's just like one big leaf that's on the vehicle.
Exactly, it's that. If you didn't have dark vision, like you wouldn't be able to pick it out in the middle of the night. But like
Wait, so did something change because the guards in Nora's house couldn't seem to find it?
I
don't know, they
assumed
must
that
be
it was
jacked
like the most anyone could see of it would be if they noticed, they could see like a little bit of almost like heat lines in the air was how I imagined it. I thought it was much more invisible.
it would look
Gotcha.
like, I mean, it would look like the floor. You wouldn't be able to see through it. So it was exactly the same as whatever the floor was in Nora's house. But we're a little bit past that at this point, anyway.
Fair. Okay, give me 1 second. Could I have rolled this in advance? Of course I could have rolled this in advance. This is how we learn. Boy, we're having a time with this one. Okay. All right. Oh, that's what I forgot. That's okay. Beau, how'd you do?
He has a 14, but in theory he could also swap with somebody. So, I don't know. That's currently where he's at, though.
Okay. So if someone chooses to swap with you?
Yeah,
or...
they would have to be willing to, but that's what you get with Alert now. You can swap spots with somebody else.
Nice. Snow?
8.
Okay. Ste'yn.
I'm not swapping with you, Beau.
That's fine.
Or
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Viola?
22.
Lovely.
That's more like it.
Right?
How
and
would I get
then-
advantage on initiative now?
Facts.
Hmm.
This is what I forgot, which was you guys. There it is. Beautiful. Okay. Now I get to order this. Viola did fantastically. She's like, it helps when I have initiative.
Doesn't help when I
Okay.
don't sleep in my armor, though.
Oh. It's like the only drawback. Viola has to sleep at some point. I would let you guys take a month of downtime, and Ste'yn can teach you how to sleep in your armor.
learn the ways.
She tried it once. It didn't go well. She probably won't do it again.
Yeah, it probably
Or
is a little
practice.
uncomfortable.
You gotta
Maybe
get
she
used
needs to get
the-
a set of leather armor to sleep in for pajamas.
Ste'yn, what is your dexterity?
Ste'yn's dexterity is a +2.
Okay.
She rolled a 2 this time for initiative.
Better that than an attack roll.
Mhm.
Although, when Viola's got her 2 swords in her hand, her AC could be worse.
I assume it's
Okay.
like a 14.
When she's got her swords in her hands, it gets bumped up to a 15, but right now it's a 14.
How's it get? Wait, you have a 18 dexterity?
No, she's a 16 dexterity.
Yeah, so I thought it was 10 plus dex. And then if you have 2 weapon fighting, that would give you 1, so that would be 14. Where are you getting another one?
Well, she gets a +1 from her 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That would be 14. Are you adding
it
the one
already
from...
automatically adds it in. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because did you also do the defense one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's if
that's
you have
only when she's
armor.
got her
Yeah,
armor on.
so that's why I thought you were maybe adding.
Okay. And now we know. Anyway,
The more we know,
the more you know. So,
every day's a school day.
I like that. Except, well, anyway. Viola, you are up first, having been so rudely awakened. Not how you expected to be awoken for your shift to keep watch. But now you see everyone else up. You can feel it getting warm or you already feel it having gotten warmer, significantly warmer. And you can actually see, you can also see where these little pools of this hot, warm light are shining near you. And you can quickly see those 3 creatures approaching.
I cannot shoot through the hut, correct, Snow?
You can.
Oh, I can.
It's just magic. Well, yeah, no, you can.
Okay, well, Viola is going to scooch over so that she's in front of this guy. And then she's going to use her crossbow to shoot at this one closest to her.
I should have the map on a different thing. Okay.
That is a 10 to hit.
A 10 does not hit it.
That might just be her turn then.
Don't you get 2 attacks?
Attack.
Yeah.
A second attack! You're level
I don't
7
know
now!
that she can. Can she do that with her crossbow?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I
It's an
have
attack.
2 attacks. I have 2 actual attacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I totally forgot.
That's what we're talking about.
You're
okay.
a fighter.
Yeah. Good grief. Okay, yeah, so she'll shoot
Fair,
at
I
it
think
again
the first
with
time
her
she's in
crossbow.
combat without a high enough fighting
I'm
level.
too used to the 2-weapon fighting where I have to do the yeah, there's more rules with that. That is a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Oh wait, and so then I don't think she can still do her. I think the hunter's mark, she still has to do it. Oh no, she can use her bonus action for that.
Yeah, but that one would have to be outside of the hut 'cause it's magic.
Yeah.
On the
Okay.
first level.
It's different now because it's hunter's mark instead of favored foe, which is what she had before. So, okay. And now
Okay.
I've lost where I don't like where everything's at. Okay.
We're all
Okay.
getting, we're all getting used
characters.
to.
That's
Okay.
We're all
That's
getting used to this. It's
11
okay.
piercing.
11. Okay.
Does she feel like it actually got hurt from that?
You hear a pained whine and then a vicious snarl and a sudden kind of burst of additional heat that lasts just a moment, but this thing looks furious. That's
Okay,
something
cool.
shot it out of nowhere. Not nowhere, but something weird.
Okay. Sweet. That is her turn then now.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wait. Actually, can I step out and do Hunter's Mark? So that way I'm not wasting my bonus action. I know I said that was already her turn. But
No, you
is she
can.
like... Okay, so she's going to boop, boop,
You're
cast
Mhm.
Hunter's Mark on him, and then boop, boop. So she's
Step
dipping
out.
out. Cast
I was-
Hunter's Mark. Dip back.
I was waiting for her to be like, I'm gonna go up through the front and then around. I have to go through the door first and then come back in through the door.
She crawls around to find the door. Pokes her
Same
head out.
shoves her out. There is no door.
You're adorable, but there is no door.
All right. Beau, it is your turn.
Oh, with a 14? There's that. None of them got higher than 14.
If I tell you how badly these dice rolled, boy, these belong
picked
in
good
dice
ones.
jail.
All right. Well, he's just gonna try to maintain a low profile while he casts Mage Armor and Blade Song, and that's gonna be his turn.
Okay. Mage armor. Fantastic. What does that make your AC now?
His AC is a 20 now.
Oh boy. Awesome. Okay. You. Those in the hut, you can see the creatures are now looking directly towards where the shot had come from, the crossbow bolts had come from. And they begin moving towards
Viola,
it.
who stepped out and stepped back
And then
in.
stepped
Yeah,
back in.
that probably didn't help the general
kind
cover.
of tells a little bit of a tell. It's going to move. It's going to move. It's going to stop right near the wagon. And everywhere you go, you can see every step it takes, the grass kind of burns under its feet. It seems to be looking about and sniffing in the air. Yeah, it's going to stop there. You are on.
Also,
Mhm.
the one
Uh-huh.
that I hit, his movement is reduced by 10 feet.
Oh, slow.
Oh. From what?
Slow. It's
Slow.
her mastery of that weapon.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Viola is a
Fine.
weapon master.
Gonna make a note of it. It's got a snail on it now because it's slow. 10 feet,
She
you said?
literally, yeah. She
Okay.
literally has so many different weapons that she has the mastery in. A lot of them she doesn't even have.
You can get it
So
one
we
day,
need to
then.
find you.
Yeah.
We need to find you some weapons in town, is what you're saying.
Heck
Yeah, I made a fighter for fun, and I was just like, why not have mastery of a whip? I guess.
All right, Indiana Jones.
Yes.
No, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Snow is going to look to our two druid friends and say, "Do you trust me?"
Fiannan looks terrified. Pauli has a hand on her shoulder, and he just nods.
The druids, these
Alright,
are
I'm
dogs.
gonna-
Why are they so scared?
I'm going to put a hand on each of them, and I upcast invisibility at 3rd level, and they both disappear.
Fun. Okay. We're
They
gonna make
are
them
both
ninjas.
invisible for an hour. Stay here. Don't do anything. Stay out of trouble. We will protect you. It's what we do. And then gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Viola.
They literally will disappear.
Thanks.
And that is my turn.
Okay. All right. The other creature starts moving as well, directly in towards you.
That one also has slow.
Just because.
Yes.
Was it hit?
No. Because I wanted
I was kind of
Yes,
joking that I was like,
yes, it
wait a
was.
second, did I miss a round already? Now, as far as the hut, so it says, right, magic or spells can't go through it. Is that correct?
It says spells. The old version
Spells.
said magic. This one specifies that its spells of 3rd level or lower cannot be cast through it. And any objects or creatures that were not inside of it when it was cast are unable to pass through it.
Okay. Well, I think that works either way. Because you see, as the three of them start to close in on your little hut. Actually, he's got how much more space does he have? He's got more space.
Keep in mind then where those invisible folk are, 'cause that doesn't make them immune to attacks if they're getting in the cone.
Look, they just said they trusted him. That's all.
I just don't want you to forget about them. I know that you could probably still see them, but
Actually, I think this is. Where did he start? He started here. Sorry, doing a quick measurement. Go back to my from him. Oh yeah, easy day. Easy day. He's going to come up. Oops, go away.
Thought dogs are fast.
Oh yeah, the hot dogs are fast. Is that what you said?
No, I said who would have
Stop
thought
it.
that dogs are fast?
Oh, because that works out beautifully because they're hot dogs.
I was thinking hot dogs as well. I also thought he said hot dogs.
They're
would
hot
never.
dogs. I'm sorry, I moved into the same place and that's not what I wanted. I wanted him. Actually, no, that is where I wanted him.
Are you
Nope,
sure?
it's not. I wanted him
Well, I guess on the
I
worst
did.
case scenario, if there's Jude's doodah, at least we can get that staff of starlight.
here, which is all I really wanted.
Explain to Silia what
Um,
happened. It's fine.
This
Absolutely not.
Yeah, now that things have seemed something in there is attacking, the other hound comes running up towards whatever is happening here. Doesn't seem to care about Beau, or it hasn't seemed to have noticed Beau. It snarls, opens its jaw, and as it lets out this roar, belches out a flame or a burst of fire, a cone more specifically of fire. I need you all to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
What are you considering fire to be?
It is not
Okay.
magic. It is part of its creature nature.
So it's an object then.
Fire?
Is what you're saying. Yes.
You call fire an object?
Yes.
Do I need to
That
remember
is-
this for the future when we call fire objects?
I mean, I'm just wondering what other designation you would give it.
That's fair.
I mean, but it's not a
Um,
magical object because her object of her bolt went through the tent or hut, whatever
Yes,
you
Or
want
is
to
it
call
'cause
it.
it was with her?
already inside it. Things
Okay.
that are
Something.
inside it, when cast, can go through it. Things that are outside, when
Hound
cast,
exhales
cannot go through it.
fire. Each creature in that area. Because you know what would have happened? What this would have looked like? It would have looked like it ran up to go at whatever it is. It would have bonked its nose onto something it couldn't pass through, to which it would have gone around and then spat fire. Is fire considered an object? I have to make a call. I
So
don't.
in D&D, there are designations of things based on
Okay.
the metaphysics of what a substance is.
And it calls fire an object.
It doesn't specify, but there are creatures, there are objects, and there's magic, and pretty much everything falls into one of those things.
Okay. Interesting. Fire damage and failed saves.
Like, I don't know what else it could be considered to be.
Sure. So what would happen? We'll run with this.
It would
So
be
we
like
can-
if a tree limb fell on the hut. Like, it wouldn't go through it.
It would just bounce and roll off the hut.
Or
so
like
you
if
see
it rained
essentially
on the hut, it
Uh-huh.
wouldn't go through it. It's a natural object, but it's still an object.
I see what you're saying. But
It doesn't
air
have to be
passes through the
artificial.
hut.
Hypothetically.
Well,
Or
I
is
mean, it
the
would
air
have to,
inside?
otherwise you're suffocating him.
He'd suffocate in an hour.
The air
Mm,
inside
also-
him that is
hours.
magically able to circulate itself or
Technically,
replenish
yes,
itself.
To be
because also
comfortable.
the atmosphere inside the hut is comfortable and
maintained.
dry, regardless of the atmosphere outside. The
So
spell
it's kind of
does
like that
specify
air bubble spell, but bigger and
Kind of,
different.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're learning, and I'm okay with running with this to see where it goes. I'm gonna say it now. I'm okay with run with this and see where it goes. And if you joined us on this adventure, or if you joined us in the future and I've changed my mind, type in and let me know. Current Brenna's very curious. Okay, so what you see would be it lets out this breath of fire, and you watch it careen around and engulf the hut. There is a warmth that is palpable all about you before the flames stop, and the hound looks around at the area that was engulfed, staring it down. That makes it Ste'yn's turn.
Hey. All right. Ste'yn is going to come up around this way. And as she's stepping out of the hut, we're going to take on a different form. This one is called Inner Radiance. As she begins to just glow, she sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. She is literally lighting up the space. And that's going to let her do some extra damage too on her turn. So, then we're going to, that was her bonus action. For action, we're going to cast Word of Radiance. So I need Constitution saves from our 2 dogs that are next to her.
Okay, con saves, you say.
I do say.
Excellent. That's a failure. For 1 failure. Oh, that one did not fail. That one got a 20, a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
This one failed.
Cool.
The one
that
above
one
you.
is still going to take 3 radiant damage because it's within 10 feet of me. We're actually going to move. Oh, we'll stay there for now. But that's at the end of my turn. Right now, though, we got other one who's going to take some of the damage. Ooh, we like that. So the one that failed its save is going to take 16 radiant damage.
So the one that succeeded is the one that also took the 3?
Yes. So the
Okay,
one that
I'm sorry.
failed the save is taking 16 damage total. And then the one that succeeded on the save, oops, I don't want that, 1 second.
It takes the 3 from being near you, and then additional half or whatever?
No,
Okay.
it's just a cantrip. Making sure I'm not getting my friends, yeah. So
Just
the one
the
that
cantrip.
So the one that succeeded on the save is just going to take 3 damage. The one that
Excellent.
failed the save takes the full 16 damage.
Beautiful.
And Zay sort
It
of
reels.
tosses her hair back a little bit. It's time to play, puppies.
Peruse! Okay. Anything else?
That is her turn.
Excellent.
Oh, never mind.
Mhm.
Nothing. I'm
Okay. Yeah, the one Ste'yn. As you approach them, and as you got closer in your excitement hurrying towards them, you realize now that you are now standing on the edge of a very obvious pool of lava. It is roiling. You can almost see now getting like sucked in a paw print where that creature must have stepped out and towards you. The heat is immense. Can you please make me a Constitution saving throw as well?
That is a 19.
Okay. Excellent.
well, I was thinking, did you include the radiant damage from your brightness when you ended your turn?
I did.
Okay, cool.
That's why one of them took 3. And that's
okay.
why the other one took a total of 16.
Cool.
Okay. You're sweating under your armor a bit. You're starting to feel it pick up, but it has not harmed you physically anyway. What did you roll? You rolled a 16, you said?
19.
19, I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay. The creature beside you, displeased, You watch it step towards its friend. And it is going to follow suit to what its friend did. And it also rears its head back, furious, and it belches out these flames directly at you. Not directly, in that way where the cone just catches the edge, players. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah, that is a 19 again.
Okay. You are going to take, as this flame engulfs you, you're going to take 9 fire damage as the fire, as I said, engulfs you. Feeling your hair getting a bit singed.
Don't want to mess with the hair. It's a bad move.
Oh no. Oh no. Viola, it is your turn again.
She's gonna just move.
Pause one
onto this-
moment. I'm sorry. Beau, can you make me a charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh.
8.
Cool. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna shoot at the one that she shot at before with her bow. Ooh, that's a crit, baby!
Ooh. Oh no, I'm worried for its life.
Now I can add the bardic inspiration to the damage, yes or no?
No.
Okay. So I
Thank you.
double the dice, correct?
Yes. Roll.
Do I also
roll
double
twice.
the hunter's mark dice?
Bonuses.
I mean, that's how we were doing it.
Is that please?
Yeah.
My mind is
Because last time she did the favored foe, she did that, and that's what happens with Beau's sneak attack damage too. It was just
Excellent.
double rolling the
Multiple
dice.
die.
excellent.
Just listen to that
You roll
wonderful
that.
sound.
Give me half a second.
Yes.
That's just your first attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
25 damage.
Oh.
Let's go.
Is it still alive?
So you were launching. Tell me how this thing is not still alive.
Yes.
I mean, she's just shooting it with an arrow, so I guess it just hits at like just the perfect spot in wherever in that flaming dog's body that seems like its weakest link. She just nicks it in just the correct spot, even though this weapon doesn't have nick.
We're just say it does. Yeah. You watched it maneuver itself to hit Ste'yn, and as it's kind of rearing its head back, almost haughtily, you catch it right in its mouth. You launch this. Well, I guess it's more like a crossbow. Yeah, you launch that bolt right into its mouth, up through its throat. Fun. Yeah, and it falls, collapse.
So then, for Hunter's Mark, if the target drops below 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can take a bonus action to move the mark to a new creature you can see within range. Do I need to be outside the hut to move it?
Bonus. Are we saying Hunter's Mark in general is magic, that manipulating it is part of the magic?
I mean, it is. It's a spell.
It's part of the description on the spell.
Then
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Okay.
But you can just
Pop out, pop
like
back in.
pop out right here.
So she's gonna move here.
Doing the
we'll
hokey
move
pokey in the
it-
hut.
I don't think she can see the other one now, potentially, so she's gonna move it to the other one next to Ste'yn. And then pop her head back in. And then she will take her second shot at that one.
At the one she marked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is a, I want to say 16. Yes, 16.
16 will hit.
That is going to be... Oh, I'm rolling good today. That is going to be 14 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you let loose another bolt and strike it. It whines and looks absolutely furious.
And it does have 10 less movement speed as well.
That's right. Thank you. We'll give it a little snail. Was it slow? Which one is that? That's you, buddy. Just want to make sure I knew. And who died? You did. Gotta mark it so I don't try and make him attack. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna action surge this time. Okay, I'm done.
Beau?
Yeah. But it's gonna move down to this part of the carriage, which that was 15 feet there, and then do... Oh, I guess I'll go 20 feet that direction to try and get this thing not near the cart. He's gonna move out over there, and then he's gonna throw a dagger, since one's already dead. We don't need to use a level 2 spell here.
You're no longer a threat because one of your companions is dead, loser.
Basically.
Pick the wrong people to wake up. In the middle
That's
of the
going to
night.
be a 21.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's 6. That's going to be 6 psychic damage, and it is now vexed. So that means my next attack on it will have advantage, and he's going to attack as his bonus action with another one.
I'm looking for a symbol for vexed.
And he
I'll give
got
it this guy.
a nat 20 for that one.
Yeah, I'll bet he did. How much damage did you take? I'm sorry.
So before it was 6.
Okay.
And since he had advantage on that one, he also gets sneak attack. That is 3, 5,
Rough.
9, 11, 14. That's 16 more psychic damage. Oh wait, plus
Ooh.
3. So 19.
Okay. Yeah, it also furiously shakes its head, whipping. You can see curls of flame going back and forth as it's psychically attacked.
And that's its turn.
Okay. Beau, that is gonna be the one you just attacked. It whips its body back around towards you, furious. Comes barreling towards you. And it's going to bite. That's a 21 to hit.
Sure. Oh, and it is vexed again because he did hit it with another psychic dagger, so it currently still has that status.
Double vexed.
Well, no. So it's
Oh,
Vex.
I'm sorry. What does that mean again? That is
So
his
Vex
disadvantage?
is no. So Vex is the next time Beau would make an attack against that target, he would have advantage.
Okay.
But that's what his psychic daggers do. So he did it with his first psychic dagger. His bonus action psychic dagger would do the same. So on his next turn, assuming the creature's still alive, his next attack against it will still have advantage.
It stacks. It's per
It's
weapon.
not. It's yeah. It's a feature of the weapon. The daggers do Vex.
So each individual dagger vexes, and thus
Assuming it
gives
hits.
the advantage.
As long as it attacks and deals damage. As long as
Okay.
it hits and does damage. Then it adds that
Gotcha.
stat.
Yeah.
That sounds intense, but cool. Okay. You said you were letting the 21 hit.
Well, you know what? We could shield it. Why not?
Okay. All right. So that attack misses then.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure. Why not? Okay. Yeah. It growls angrily at you as you disallow it to attack. And you see it paw at the dirt. And then kind of dig in, lift its paw, and dirt and what almost seems like ash and bits kind of fly at you, as well as you now see it seems to have dug up a small puddle of this lava, this magma that it's whipping towards you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right. That is a 25.
Excellent. So that's going to be only. Wow, I literally couldn't have rolled worse. That is 1 fire damage.
Part of me is considering doing absorb elements, but I don't think doing fire damage back at it would help anyway.
Do it. Although at the very least, the 1 on this die is really pretty, so I forgive it. Yeah, as this bits fly at you. But also, this area, I'm going to draw because I can. We're going to draw it red. The area it is in. Oops, am I drawing on it? That'd be really funny if I was drawing on it.
You are scribbling all over it.
Excellent. That area is now also considered like these areas of lava. So it is now
So those
hot.
aren't just for funsies. If we step in those, we catch on fire.
I'm guessing it's also
You're going to
difficult
hurt.
terrain.
Glad bit. I mean, maybe the lava's difficult terrain.
Floor is lava.
The floor is literally lava, though.
I feel like lava would be the most difficult of terrain.
It's definitely up there. Snow, it is your turn.
Not if you're a warforged.
Pretty bad. Alrighty. We are going to step out of the hut.
Doesn't it drop if you do that?
It does.
Sure does.
Correct.
I don't have any armor on, Snow.
Well, I mean,
Your AC is the same as
Snow,
mine. You'll
you
live.
dropped the hut!
I don't want to die for a little bit like you, Snow.
Wow. We're gonna come out. Move. And then we're gonna. How hurt is this one next to Ste'yn looking?
It looks incredibly displeased with its life right now, and some of its choices, perhaps.
So like one hit will do it probably.
Ooh, sorry, you broke up a little bit.
I think he said so. One hit would do it
We're
probably.
not going to.
1 hit could potentially, depending.
You
Right,
went
depend
real
on who
red
does.
for a second.
1 hit from Ste'yn would be laughable. one hit from others might.
Yeah, probably not from me, but that means I'm not gonna waste a higher level spell on it. Instead, I'm just going to cast Vicious Mockery, and since it looks like a dog, I'm just gonna tell it to sit and stay.
And we're watching Inuyasha after this. If you know, you
And
know.
your wisdom saving through.
Excellent.
And this thing's got a boost to damage, right? Vicious Mockery? Does that do more damage now?
Mm-hmm. It
Nice.
does a D6 instead of a D4.
So much of it, it's such a difference, really.
That is it's probably a failure. An 8.
Yeah, that's gonna fail.
Okay.
That is the minimum of a spellcasting ability.
Feel that burn.
Dang, the double whammy.
It takes 10 points of psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll if it's still alive.
It does not because it is not.
Okay.
Needs to see
Bad
a
fire.
nurse for that burn.
It whines, it cries, it crumples into a little fiery heap. Ashen
Well, that was
dust.
That is my turn.
Okay. Well, that was going to be its turn, but I guess not. Cross you off. Which is going to make it Ste'yn's turn.
Cool. We're gonna be smart and move away from the lava pool.
What? No.
And towards a different lava pool.
Yes.
Exactly.
The spot that the creature is on is considered one of those lava pools.
Cool. We're just gonna come around to about here. Yeah, because that still works. And we're going to cast. Let's see. We're gonna do. Those done a good bit of damage too. We'll do just a first level guiding bolt on it to get it gone.
I don't think that's overkill. Could probably do it with Toll the
No.
Dead.
On this guy?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
getting ready to go to bed. It's
2d12s of necrotic damage. I think that would do
We
it.
already took
Fair.
our long rest.
I might have forgotten to subtract the damage from the other attack.
Oh, you want to know how much it took?
Yes, please.
It
I
took
think it was-
6 psychic damage with the first attack and 19
that
psychic
one.
damage with the second one.
Yeah.
That's the one I forgot.
How bad is it looking? How
Better
annoyed
than
does
its
it look?
friend.
You're talking about
I mean,
before or
that just means
after the
it's
friend
got at least
died.
11.
Before the friend died.
Because I would say
also a
most
good
things
question.
are looking better than its friend.
It's looking better than that ash heap over there.
Alright, we'll do Sacred Flame, which is a dex save.
Dex save. Okay, that is less than a 10.
Excellent.
I'm getting
It's still
ashamed of my rolls. I don't
okay.
want to say them out loud.
Let's see. Gotta add all this up real quick, because that is 8 plus 3 plus 3 for a total of 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 radiant damage.
Okay.
No, 14 radiant.
This light engulfs it for a moment. You hear that whining, a small flare from it of anger. But it seems to hunch as the light dies down.
Should have done the guiding bolt to kill it. Okay.
Dag. Life choices. Viola.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, Viola can grab it up right now.
Viola's gonna step out to the side so that she has
She hasn't noticed the
line of
hut's
sight
gone.
with it.
I'm exposed!
And she's gonna use her bonus action to move Hunter's Mark to that first. And then she's going to swing at it with or she's gonna shoot at it with her crossbow.
Gonna swing at it with the crossbow. That'd be hilarious.
I would put it past her.
That's a 23.
23 hits.
Bludgeon him with the crossbow.
That is 8 damage.
8 damage.
I mean, last week they were
8
bludgeoned with the
damage.
candelabra, basically.
It's true. That was so great.
I cannot wait to watch that session.
That was
8 damage pierces it and kills this creature as well.
Okay.
Is that the last one? Can I go back to bed? Oh,
That was gonna be my
Oh,
question.
it's your
I don't-
turn.
Okay, so there's still initiative.
Yes.
All right.
So
well,
wait, does Viola see any more enemies anywhere?
I think we
you'll
do
see when your turn comes
not.
back around.
Oh boy.
First, he's gonna look over at Ste'yn. Is this the one time thing where if I walk near you, I'm gonna get hurt?
Just don't linger by me too long and you'll be fine. You're a bright boy yourself.
Noted. He's going to then move over here, and he's going to. Wait, I want to check something real quick, but I have. Okay, never mind. That wouldn't be on my current turn, so it's not really any use for that. He is going to ready an action for if he sees something to throw a dagger at him. If he sees like an enemy, something he clocks as an enemy, I guess you could say.
Sure.
And that will be his turn.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I guess in theory I should... Wait, can I say that he did the hide action as his bonus action? Bonus action hide, and then readies that
Hide
attack?
in the middle of the.
I mean, it's
Grab.
nighttime, remember? It is nighttime in this very bright map.
Sure, it is nighttime in this very bright map. It's true.
He's got one of those golden cloaks. He'll just pretend he's a rock.
Yeah,
So-
you can take the hide action.
All right, he got a not very high number, but 16 stealth for that.
I've
Okay.
successfully hidden it with less.
It all depends on who you're hiding from and how they roll.
I just wanted him to do something with his bonus action. I was gonna do steady aim, but that only works for your turn. So
Sure.
I was like, is it until next turn, or that's what I was
Um,
checking.
Yeah. You. Okay. As you guys are looking about and don't see anything stand out to you, you. Beau, with your keen senses, as you're trying to keep a close eye out, ready to attack, very abruptly, out of the corner of your eye, you do see something fiery appear that does not. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's right. Silly me. I didn't change these tokens out before because I didn't have time. Actually, no, we're gonna run with this. You see something swiftly appear once it's finally in view of you. Over.
Oh, okay, it hasn't.
Here.
I'm moving my camera around all over the place. So it's
Yeah,
like, did
no,
I see
it didn't appear yet. it didn't appear and you couldn't see it from behind the wagon. But it did eventually appear from out of this pool of lava, barreling past the invisible two who, well, actually, you're not sure where they are. They're invisible. And leaps at Viola.
So can he take his action now?
Yes, he's in sight and in range.
Alrighty. Dang it.
No!
They're
Is
faring
this
very
creature
poorly.
just as small as the last ones?
What was that?
Is this creature just as small as the last ones?
It is the same size as the other one.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
that
sir.
was only a 12.
I'm going to make this guy go away because it's bugging me. But this part is still lava. A 12?
Yeah.
12 does not hit.
I didn't think so.
But we will find out if...
I mean, you have like 60 something health, Viola. You're gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
you'll be fine.
Beau only just recently got in the 40s.
There's a 20 hit.
Bren. Why?
Listen, normally, okay, it doesn't.
Normally it does!
Oh, I thought your armor was 20.
It's 20, so meets it, beats it.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, 20 always works. I'm gonna
Just pour
silvery
salt
barb
in the
that die.
wound, Bren. Just pour
Sorry,
salt in the wound.
I'm out of salt. I actually have to go to Kroger tomorrow.
I'm silvery barbsing that.
Okay, so disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah. And I'll give advantage to the rogue.
Thank you.
That is a 10 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
As it attempts to chomp down at Viola and a spur of inspiration, bardic magic changes its stance. It can't hit her.
Yeah, Snow just yells out, "Bad!" That's it.
So this does look
Fair.
like all the other ones, right? It's just the image that's different.
Yeah, the image
Okay.
is just different.
Okay, cool.
This is round 2. This is how the DM keeps track. Now she closes the DM door.
Wait. Oh, round 2. I thought I was like, no, we did several rounds, but I get what you're saying.
Clearly I'm round 3, so
This one also furiously digs into the dirt underneath it, flings it towards you, Viola. Please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so the bardic inspiration, it says I have to fail to use it.
Correct.
Okay, so that would be an 11. I'm assuming that is maybe not gonna make it. I don't know.
An 11 fails.
But you got
so
a
I want to use
D8.
my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
D8.
That's a 13 now.
A 13 also fails.
Now
And you did use a D8, right?
I did use a D8.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Well, I couldn't remember
Story
if
of
the
my
image
life.
I sent you said D6, so that's why I was double checking.
You are going to take 7 fire damage
Ew.
as this bits of hot earth and magma sear you.
I need some aloe.
That was
You still have more hit points than I do.
You're not gonna get too much like sympathy from Beau and Snow, who I think have the same HP right now.
Sorry, give me half a second. Just gotta fix something on my sheet.
Not only do you have more HP than Snow right now, but your AC is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
It won. Snow, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Since more of them are still coming, I want to make sure I maintain concentration, so I'm gonna cast
Oh,
Mirror Image on myself. And now there are 3 illusory duplicates of Snow, all occupying his space and flitting about him. That is my action, and then bonus action.
There you go. There's 3 snows.
I'll give Viola another bardic inspiration since she is operating at a lower level than what she's used to. Gotta keep her
Thank
buffed.
you.
Aw.
She's operating at a lower level. It sounds vaguely
Dang.
like
And
an
what
insult.
is Viola without her armor? Let's be honest.
Just another blonde in
Still more
clues.
powerful than
Exactly.
Okay. Is that your turn, Snow?
Gonna just like move over a little bit. How far away is everyone? Gotta make sure I keep everyone in range. Not the circle. There we go.
I don't know why, but it just popped into my head to call Snow and his clones the plastics. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did, and I love it.
Also, there should be one more version of him.
They can make a little
Oh,
defensive
there's
triangle.
3 additional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I got you, Boo.
Also, technically, they are all occupying my space, but this looks very.
This visual's
funny,
more
so
fun.
Yes.
Where is he?
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Perfection. Okay. You, as the nearest one, hear a bit of burbling from the lava pit behind you as another creature steps out and comes barreling.
We need
Forward.
a fire truck.
Yeah, guys. Listen, Smokey
has
had
create
one
water?
rule. Only
Well,
you can prevent
mean,
forest fires.
What I would like to know is how is this watch happening that all these mounds of lava popped up under your watch? Say it.
Ste'yn, what did you
She thought she was seeing things from all the energy at first. You know, she's just so hyper. She's like, that can't be real. No. Oh. Wake up, everyone.
It's like that one meme of Holt. Oh no.
Snow, what happens when you are attacked and these many things are in your space and around you?
If they hit, then I roll to see if they destroy a duplicate or actually do damage to me. So they still roll to hit as normal.
Okay. And if it is an area of effect attack, is it the same thing? See if it hits you or them, or is it just like,
no.
well, we're all engulfed?
No. If it's a saving throw, then it doesn't. Minor illusion doesn't do anything. for a saving
Gotcha.
throw.
I apologize
They
if you
roll to
guys.
attack me.
Gotcha. I apologize that they have a cone.
It's I assume it's doing a cone type thing.
It has a cone attack.
The
I've
cone
already
of shame,
established
it's
this.
the
Yeah.
I can't change it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not usually like cones.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please? No.
If you insist.
If he
I do, but
succeeds,
it's only
it's
these
just the
first
mirror
three that are in
images
it.
like prop him up on like
Now
a
here's the thing, it's
cheerleading
only
tower.
these first 3 that are in it.
above
Do you
the-
still get to roll to see if you didn't get damaged? Oh well, I guess no, it's you're in the same space. I forgot. I'm sorry. My cool
That
image
is a
ruined it.
19.
A 19?
Yes.
That is a success, which means you are taking half the damage.
Only 20 damage.
Yeah, you know. Why don't I just? That's silly. 12 fire damage.
Jeez, that is still quite a bit for half.
Oh,
So you roll to maintain your concentration.
Yep, I'm good. It's over
Beautiful.
20. Or no, it's it's well over the DC, which is 10.
Excellent. For which you are grateful as you hear one more burble from the pit you were originally closer to, as another creature comes up, out, running towards Viola. I'm sorry, you can't see it yet. There it is.
It's always
She just looked like a snack, and she's close. This one's going to bite at you as well. Ooh, that's only a 9.
No, thank you.
So it is also gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. I also forgot to mention. I didn't mark. This is a lava pool, and as it digs into the dirt again, or this one digs into the dirt, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
That's a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely do not take as much of this. It was yeah. Yeah, just 36. Okay. It's 5 fire damage.
Makes you feel any better. Your armor wouldn't have helped against that.
Ste'yn, it is your turn.
I'm just saying.
Actually, it should have rolled with advantage. I forgot. My bad.
More salt in the wound.
All right. Going to, let's see, just move up a little bit, and we're gonna just try to get some of these out of the way. So we're gonna send a guiding bolt to the one up by snow. And that's gonna be an attack roll. That is a 18.
18 will hit.
Excellent.
Assuredly.
It's gonna take 18 points of radiant damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And then gonna call over to Viola. You doing all right? And that'll be her.
Oh
turn.
yeah, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
everything's peachy keen over here.
I'm dead. Okay. That makes it Viola's turn. You are surrounded by these two new hellish hounds.
Well, she's gonna ditch her crossbow for now and pick back up her rapier and short sword.
Excellent.
And she's gonna use her bonus action to switch Hunter's Mark to this one, the one that hit her the first time. That is higher up in the initiative, I believe. And she's going to swing at it with her rapier. That is a 24.
24 hits.
Are you changing Hunter's Mark symbol like every other time?
I forgot what I used the first time.
I was like, why does this guy have a heart? Does he regenerate or something?
I potatoed
that
you.
is 11 damage.
Okay.
And
Ow.
then she's going to swing at it again. This time she gets advantage from Vex. No. Yes. From Vex. From her...
From Vex or your ex? Sorry.
Vex.
I had to.
Both.
No, that's Nick.
I
know. Good thing I had advantage because one of those was a 1. That is a 16.
16 hits.
Okay.
The same one you're attacking, or
So-
the other one? I'm sorry.
Same one.
Okay.
So that'll be 8 damage.
Owie.
And then she's gonna go ahead and action surge.
Ooh,
Oh.
we're in trouble now.
Right on fire. There it is. And she's gonna attack that same one. Ooh, that's a nat 20, baby.
Nat 20 obviously hits.
Yes.
You know it hits, Cassie.
It's more fun when I get to do it.
Mm-hmm. But remember, folks at home, if your players can do it, so can you.
That would have been with the rapier, so 24.
24 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are skewering through this thing, and it is barely hanging on. A whining. You've heard fire crackle. You've not yet heard it whine until now.
It's still alive.
It is alive.
Okay, so then she's gonna attack it again with her second attack.
Why not?
What was the? Did you do another vex to it? I forgot what you attacked with.
Yeah, both of her swords do vex, so she's
Oh,
got
okay.
advantage every single
Nice.
time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into this Vex thing. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's not super cool. I'm just so curious because I saw it on the sheet and I'm like, what? Why does everything say Vex next
It
to it?
depends
What's
on the
doing
weapon
that?
you're using, but yeah,
Yeah.
All of hers do.
Yeah, I think all of like the more blade
yeah.
ones.
Like Beau's Scimitar and Dagger do Nick.
Mm.
That was an 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
14 damage.
You absolutely slice through this thing. Both not bloody, but a flaming pile of dead. And then ash.
Flaming pile of dead. Okay, that is her turn.
Okay. That's all?
That's all.
Excellent.
It
Um,
was enough.
please make me a constitution saving throw.
For why?
Because you're standing next to two pits of lava.
That's a nat 20!
And you don't care even once. Beau, it's your turn.
Even
So
Archer's getting
I'm trying to. So I know what I am aiming to do. I just don't know if the nick property of his weapons would come into effect. Essentially, Beau's going to run the 30 feet up to here. He's going to do Booming Blade with his Scimitar at this guy. Now, Booming Blade, it has you make a melee attack, but does that count as an attack action or is that a magic action? Because it's a cantrip. Because it doesn't say magic action, it just says one action.
A melee attack. It would specify if it was a melee spell or a ranged
So
spell.
it just
It tends to
says
specify.
you brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee
Yes.
attack with it
It's an
against
attack.
one. Okay, so then
It's
the
a melee
nick,
attack.
the nick can be coupled with that because then that means
If
he
it
can
goes
do.
with melee, yes.
Yeah, so then that would be his dagger has the nick feature.
Yeah.
So I will see if this hits.
Because the magic is essentially enhancing your swing or your slice or whatever.
Yeah, I should have looked into that ahead of time, but I forgot.
No
I
worries.
didn't notice.
I'm not anyone to criticize not looking ahead.
Does a 15 hit?
15 exactly hits.
Yes. Whew. All right, so that's a D6 from the Scimitar, and then it was with advantage, so that's another 2d6. Then he's swinging with. Oh wait, no, that'll be his next swing. But with Booming Blade, he does a D8 thunder damage now, And if the creature moves on its own accord, it takes an additional 2d8 thunder damage afterwards.
If it decides to move.
Did
Correct.
You already...
What was that, Josh?
Did you already use your advantage from Silvery Barbs?
No, I used that and that. I rolled an 8 and I rolled a 9. They were very low.
Never mind.
Like, my rolling is struggling.
This is why I ask, if you guys are in the Discord, I think I'm going to start asking you to help me pick my dice. But you guys have to help me and not these guys, because Ste'yn, or Catherine and Josh picked tonight's dice for me, and they're not allowed to pick my dice anymore.
Thank you,
All right,
Catherine.
so that's going to be 9 slashing damage and then 8 thunder damage. And then he's using the Nick trait, so he's swinging with his dagger right now. And that would hit because that's a 19. Oh, that 9 was actually a 12 because I forgot to add the dexterity to it.
So minus 3 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that would be another
We're
7.
mathing. We got it. Okay.
So, and then he's going to use his bonus action to disengage. And he's going to give it a reason to maybe move. If it's pissed off at him, he's going to run this way.
Oh, it's pretty pissed. I won't even lie to you.
All right, well, here, doggy.
Doggy.
Puppy.
Give me puppy.
But that is his turn now done. I never got to use Booming Blade before. That was fun. I didn't realize at higher levels it does damage, additional damage on hit.
Nice. Snow.
Yes, ma'am. We are going to move down a little bit.
Snow Squad moves.
No. Move.
Squad. There's a blizzard.
I hope if you're doing a cone, those elves aren't for some reason over there. We have no idea where they are. I was like, what if Beau ran right into them as you ran up there?
I would love that so much.
He's trying to be all cool and suave with that attack, and he just trips over.
I've got my own cone, and I need them to make a Constitution saving throw. Both of the hounds in front of Viola.
Oh, one of them's dead in front of
Yeah,
Viola.
this one's dead.
Sorry, it's hard to see. Let me just make him go away. I wanted to give you your corpse of victory, but if it's distracting, he goes away.
Constitution saving throw.
From which one?
I think this one, right?
From the one
One in
next
front
to
of
Viola.
Viola.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. That's a 6.
All right. So Snow comes over. He whistles to get the dog's attention, and as he's doing that, he's just like moving his fingers around, and you see like little sparkles, like he often does with something like Minor Illusion. But then he blows outwards towards the dog as it looks towards him, and it is blinded as all the colors fly into the hound's face.
I love this spell.
It's blind until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So all attacks against it have advantage. All of its attacks have disadvantage.
I don't know what to use for blind.
And then Beau runs in and casts sleep on it, doing another cone.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's not a cone,
no.
that's a circle. That'd
These
be
poor
funny.
hounds. They're just doing their... I was just doing my job.
First we blind them, then we put them to sleep.
I was looking for... I was sure that they had like an actual blind thing, but I saw an eyeball, so I'm just going to use that cool eyeball. It gets an eyeball.
How is Viola looking? Has she taken very much damage?
She's taken like 12, I think. Yeah.
It's got like 3 uses of second wind. Should be grand.
Be grand.
Should be grand.
She gets a short
Okay.
rest. She
Her
gets one of them
attitude
back.
is not great. Her health is fine.
Attitude.
Can you heal her attitude?
They might have a potion for
There's
that.
You know, healing word might help on your attitude, but it depends on the word.
If
We're
your
not going
emotional
to
hit
use a
points are
spellblock
down
for
to
that.
0.
She's in this. This is Viola's brat summer. She's so
I
brat.
don't have spare the dying attitude, so we're just gonna- that's my turn.
All right. The blinded and wounded hellhound roars out in frustration and rage.
Moves.
Let's see. First things first.
And while he's frustrated,
Cool.
does he move?
Second thing second. Hey, Beau, high or low?
That's not a choice.
Low, because that's what I keep rolling.
Okay. In its rage, it starts to run in the direction it thinks Beau went.
Aha!
And it starts moving.
And it takes 2d8 thunder damage.
Do it.
Oh, that one he actually rolled pretty high. That's 13 thunder damage.
If
Ow.
Viola takes an opportunity attack, will that stop it from moving?
Only if you had
No.
Sentinel.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
But
think
you could
so.
still
So-
do an opportunity attack
You can still
on
make
it.
an opportunity.
Yeah,
attack.
Viola wants to do an opportunity attack then.
Okay. You hit it while it's running.
16.
Is it with advantage because the thing
Oh yeah,
is
it's
blinded?
blind.
Mm-hmm. All attacks against it have advantage. until the
16
end.
already hits, but
She
Yeah.
might get a crit.
Well, I could have rolled a crit, but I didn't.
Yeah, always roll again. You never know.
There's a tenth
Y'all
of a
can
chance
roll
of
off.
getting one.
she gets a crit on a 19 or a 20?
Yeah, that's
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how math
Uh,
works.
yeah, that's my
Another one.
fraction there at 10th.
10 damage.
It roars and starts to run. You see its body kind of shake from some unseen sound and just emanations in it. And then you also stab through it as it tries to leave, and you watch it fall to the ground. Dead. That wasn't even, that's okay. The last remaining of the creatures that you can see
Of this round.
of this round. The next ones have a pink background.
Which is
It's going to move. Snow, where actually are you?
I'm the bottom one.
Okay.
I'm in this space in the bottom.
He's just got a wall of snows behind him. Not actually. It's a nice visual.
Oops, not that one. I'm sorry.
Seems to
And
know if we're
all
like doing a
four are
synchronized
doing-
dance or something, or you know.
I love that
All
so
four
much.
of them are doing the Macarena. Thank you. very much.
yeah.
Yes. Inspiration, Josh. Oh, I have it on linger, that's why. Like, stop doing that. Go away. Okay. It's going to mouth, tongue lolling and in anger and not spit, but fire rolling from its mouth. It comes running here, roars and lets out a cone of flame. Beau, can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. It's a 9.
That is a failure.
I think I've removed
As
4
it-
dice. No. 5
Yeah.
dice so far.
16 fire damage.
Gonna do absorb elements and only take
Okay.
8.
Excellent. You take 8 fire damage.
And technically, his next attack will have a d6 fire damage, but we'll see if that helps anything.
We'll see as the creature snarls, turns on its heels, and runs. You watch it run over that fire pit behind it, almost running, and then in a downward direction, sinking into the lava. The lava seems to engulf it. You don't hear
you better
anything
run.
else.
You tell him, Snow.
Around you, it's very quiet, except this low gurgling of the lava pits that are there. And they seem to slowly start to sew themselves up. You are
guessing
out
that
of
means this is
initiative.
Oh, dang it. I should have used the spell slot then.
done. Well, we're
We
getting
might
ready
run
to
into more
sleep,
trouble before
surely.
the day's over.
Well, days
have
early,
long
we can
days.
get a short rest and you can get back 2 level 1 spell slots.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, I think so. Where are our friends?
Tiernan? Polly?
Snow will drop invisibility on them.
You still
All-
don't immediately
all 4
see
of the
them.
Snows are now doing the chicken dance, by the way.
Hold on one
Oh my
second. Let
gosh.
me recompose myself with my not fighting music. Let me find myself again.
Do we
Where are
want
we?
to call a break for here?
Yes, let's do that. That's a brilliant idea. We're going to take a quick break. That will also start off our giveaway. So if you are joining us tonight, you have the opportunity to win a digital copy of any of the source books or other
I think
odd
because the
material.
source books and the adventure books are all the same cost. So as long as it's something that can be sent via email, then that's the criteria.
Excellent. We'll give you about 10 minutes, so I can maybe grab some food that I forgot to have before we started, have some more water, recompose myself, and whatever comes next. And we can have a fantastic time from there. So thank you to all of our subscribers. Become one if you aren't one yet, because these are the cool things that it does. And we'll see you back here shortly. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for enjoying this evening with us. I was greatly looking forward to this evening because I work at a company that when it rains, we work. And we got a hurricane this weekend. So fun. So I'm ready to go on an adventure. But before we continue our adventure, first things first, we get to pick a winner for our giveaway. David's going to roll some dice and we're going to see who our lucky champion of digital D&D is. Whenever you're ready, David, it's all you.
All right, so the first one is a 2. And
two?
like I said, I've been
On
going low.
2d20?
No, the first one I said is a 2.
Oh,
But technically,
gotta
you
roll
can
two of
get a
them.
2 on 2 d20s if
that's
you roll
what I
2
thought.
ones. But yeah, that was just one of them. The other one is a 19, so 21.
I think that puts Josh at the closest with a 22.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Congratulations, Josh.
Yay. I can get the 2024 Player's Handbook.
It's all
Mine now.
yours. And may you lead many amazing adventures with it. That's fun. Exciting. Well, congratulations
Maybe I'll
and thank you.
pre-order the 2024 Dungeon Master Guide because as of today, you can pre-order that.
I
Ha!
thought you could pre-order it for...
You could pre-order it in the bundle.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, I thought I had it, but I see it was only with the
Same.
bundle.
No, by itself.
So it's a bundle like with what? What else is in
So
there?
there's the bundle for getting the 3 of them together. And then I think it also included like the physical copies and the digital one if you went the bougie. I don't remember if there was multiple bundles or not, but I know that I got the bougie one.
I did too. I splurged. Did I have? Probably not, but it's okay because it's D&D.
My players are bougie, confirmed.
I just like the books.
I just like the books.
But
That's
the
fair.
children
I-
love the books.
I would love to fill. I have one row right now of my Calyx shelves with my games on it. That's just like D&D and TTRPG things. Only one of those columns is TTRPG stuff, and that's shameful. Honestly, it's shameful, and I need more.
You do.
It's pathetic. I need more. So, you're welcome to send me some as a housewarming gift. I appreciate it. Thank you in advance.
I do
Anyway.
have your address.
This woman has my address. I can't hide. She's already sent me something that I didn't realize was from her. It was very funny.
I've already been there, so.
Josh has literally been in my home. So thank you all of our subscribers for helping us reach an amazing milestone. Our next milestone is 200 subscribers. How fantastic would that be if we can reach it by the end of the year? If we can reach that amazing goal by the end of the year, we're going to do another incredible, tremendous, some kind of big event to say thank you, as well as give away something special. And that big special event we're going to do, we've talked about it a little bit behind the scenes, and it's going to be really freaking cool, actually. I'm actually
Combination
super
of
hyped.
cool
That'd
and
be so
potentially
fun.
very funny.
Which just makes it even more cool, honestly.
You know those dos.
So you definitely want to be here for that. Please share, spread the word, let them know that we are here bringing clean, wholesome content to the world of tabletop RPGs. All of us are modestly dressed and only use a modest amount of swear words, and only when tasteful. So congratulations to us. Good job. So if you want to be part of that adventure and you want to get the word out, let everyone know we are here, Tales from the Catacombs, here on YouTube, and maybe even one day on Twitch. I don't know, maybe. That'd be cool. So, where we left off. The combat appears to be done. The 4 of you, don't see any other of these hellish hounds about. These pools of lava appear to be slowly shrinking, kind of sewing themselves back up. The warmth is slowly dying back into the kind of humid air of a passing storm. The rain appears to have picked back up. this starting as a light drizzle. And you guys are here in this twilight hour. It's not quite time for dawn. What would you like to do?
Where did the
Short rest.
two pop up?
Oh, they didn't yet. You had
Didn't?
called.
Polly? Are you out
You
there
s-
somewhere?
You hear a little bit of creaking coming from the wagon, and then with the invisibility dropped, you see them climbing up towards the front and poking out. We're here.
Thank it's
Are
all
you both all right?
They both nod.
Good deal. Well, I don't think there's going to be any more of those coming out for the time being. We should probably try to get some rest.
Get some more rest. I can keep watch again. I'm still.
No, you've been
Right on top
keeping
of
watch
things.
since the beginning, so maybe you should try to get some rest, and I can
I-
take the first watch. Or I guess the second or third
Yeah,
watch,
didn't we
since you
s-
didn't wake me up when you should have.
Yeah, didn't we specifically say to do not that?
Hey, you see, you need to sleep more than I do. At least right now.
I mean, can't we just get going or something?
We can take shifts.
Isn't it the middle of the night?
I mean, I'm awake. Everyone else seems to be awake.
I would prefer a little bit more sleep because there are some things that I can get back if we get a little bit more sleep.
We could do a short rest on the road. We already got
We'd
a
do a
long
short
rest. We would have to do 8 hours for what you're implying.
8 more hours. 1 more night.
Okay, I guess if we think it wise to be traveling on the road at night, we don't want to go into the town at all either before we leave.
Oh, how far away is the town? Are we still? Are we like right outside of it?
Not right outside. You're within a mile of it.
Hmm.
What time? Like, there's no dawn hasn't happened yet though. It's still like pitch black, right?
Yeah, it would be at the end of, I guess, Ste'yn's elongated shift. It's still dark. It's not dawn.
Yeah. So, is Ste'yn still glowing? By the way, I don't remember how long that lasts.
You're about another 10, 20 seconds. It only lasts a minute total.
Okay.
He's bright.
Once that dies down, Viola can't even see anymore, so that just like
Yeah.
furthers her point of not wanting to go anywhere.
Well, she won't be steering the
It's
horses.
Yes, we can always set lanterns and be prepared to. We've traveled in darkness
It's-
before.
Okay, but like we don't really need to. How about we take an hour? I'll put that back up. We take an hour, get a little power nap in, and then we start the day when the sun starts to come up.
That sounds reasonable.
Sounds like a plan to me. Viola's already laying down.
Just plopped.
She's
The
just
hut's not
going-
even up yet.
She's going to where the hut previously was. She's
You mean where
assuming
there's-
it'll be in
Where
the
these
same
pools
spot
of
again.
lava are, or they go away too?
I thought they went away.
Well, I remember these big things was described as going away. It wasn't clear if these.
They are
Went away at the
slowly
lure.
knitting up. They didn't just gone. They are slowly knitting up. The smaller ones will
Viola's,
not take as much
blowing
time,
on them.
obviously.
She'll,
Can
like,
Snow do an Arcana check? Like, does he figure out what the heck happened? What was all this?
What were those creatures, or why? What their intention was, or
All of the above.
Best case on the lava things that just formed out of nothing.
Yeah.
you can
Where did
do.
that come from? What were they? Where did they go? Where did they come from?
Where did they come from? Lava headphones?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do either a history check for what kinds of things those might have been. You can do an arcana for their nature, or I guess a nature for their nature. Their
What?
or something.
I will do Arcana.
Okay.
That is
But-
a 13.
Can Beau do Arcana for these magma pools that are everywhere?
Sure. A 13?
Yes, ma'am.
And that is a 25.
Okay. You two
Sounds
could
like
put your
someone didn't
heads.
roll a 5 like I did.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
It's kind of like a 5, but like elevated. You two can put your heads together and piece that the type of it's obviously it looks natural, right? It's flame and fire and such, but you also know that there is there's a darkness about it. Like it is not from here. It's not from this realm even. It feels as if it's it's a break, almost like a path going from a lower realm, bringing these creatures up to where you are. And it is dangerous and it is closing. Those creatures, Beau, you recognize them, or what they might be, as hellhounds. They tend to be commanded. They tend to be given orders versus working on their own. So they may very well have been sent.
Yeah, I agree, Beau. It doesn't feel like an accident that they just showed up here.
Do we think this is from our friend back yonder?
She who shall not be named.
Yeah, one of the she's.
Is there more than one she?
Well, there's the she whose name we'll say, and then there's the she whose name we won't say, or we're not supposed to, or something.
So only one is a she who must not be named, then.
I guess technically. I don't really want to say the other one's name either, because I don't like her very much. It's either her or her boss, maybe, or the bandits. I don't know.
It feels
Yeah,
more
I
like
don't
the
think
work
bandits
of
could have done this.
the boss.
So that one is still watching us somehow.
Very rude.
Don't know how that happened.
Oh, goodness.
You what, Ste'yn?
Do you have a theory?
I think she's
About
tired.
how the boss is watching us?
Yes.
I thought I wrote it down and explained it to you all over a sheet of paper before we went to sleep.
Oh, did you?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Sorry,
She did
I'm
do
like-
that.
I'm like.
I also
half
forgot
asleep
this.
Still.
I
Yeah.
did. I think it's I think Beau was eager to reference her. that's what it is.
Gotcha.
So
Just, like,
we
shoots
don't do
Beau a
that
little
anymore.
clear. Oh wait,
Right.
Viola probably can't see where Beau is anymore. She's just laying on the ground, glaring into the darkness.
As Ste'yn's
No,
brightness
well-
finally dims out.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Snow will walk over to where Viola has lain back down and start putting the hut back up around us.
While that's happening, Viola just gets out the bell and starts ringing it.
Viola, it is really early.
He's gone.
Beau's going to go out and do a proximity check around the place.
Okay.
Oh wait, who's taking? Wait, are we doing watches since we're just short resting?
Yes. Someone
Since we're
will
just
still
short
watch.
resting.
Someone must always watch.
Well, I mean,
Viola gets back
and
up.
not-
I'm gonna do it. Stay
it's
and lay
not
down.
going
I'm about to walk around the area. Just go to sleep or whatever.
Okay.
Viola, you cannot see anything right now.
I'm gonna walk around. Viola, you are blind.
Curse these human eyes.
Beautiful human eyes. You're doing just fine. They see plenty well during the day, and at night they're meant to be closed for resting.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
know
bed.
whose else should be closed for resting? Yours. Go to sleep. Right now,
Yeah.
go. Lay down.
Do you heed his words?
She'll lay down, put her hands behind her head, and just sort of stare up through the hut as it forms. She does not feel tired in the least.
All right.
Snow takes a blanket and just tosses it over over her face.
Um,
I'm
Beau,
hot, thank you.
give me a perception check.
Perception is a 17.
Okay. You go around the perimeter beyond the edge of the lava pits that are closing up. You don't see anyone. You don't see anything. Nothing seems unusual. The space feels as quiet as when you had arrived. How long are you spending kind of taking your trip around?
I mean, he doesn't feel
How
like
far are you going out?
he doesn't really feel like resting right now because he figures there's plenty of time in the carriage throughout the rest
Sure.
of the day. So he's just gonna be
Sure.
doing that when everyone does sleeping things, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, you make your loop. You guys are resting for what, an hour or so, just to kind of take a breather, let Viola sit. As you reconvene, the elves also don't seem particularly eager to close their eyes. They've been sitting up in the wagon, kind of going over their own things and looking out at you three, as long as they can see you until the hut goes up. They're okay in the wagon. And when you all reconvene, Pauli gets your attention, and he says, before we head out, as I said, the offer absolutely stands that we're happy to take you wherever you need to go. We're incredibly grateful, and we admit we notice. But how long have you four been adventuring together?
Maybe like 2 to 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
That's it?
Ste'yn
No,
and
it's a
I
bit of
knew
a-
each other for a couple weeks or months or whatever it was.
Yeah, you guys hung out for
before
like
we
3
started
months.
adventuring together.
Yes, she's
Plum
stuck
like
like
glue.
glue.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have taken that from you. I'm so sorry.
We
They
briefly met up, and then Viola and I traveled around for a couple months before we all reconvened, met up again in Grati Minot, and it's been about a month since we've arrived there. Month or so. The days are long, but
They
sometimes the
feel
weeks are
long.
short.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, well, you certainly, what you're doing here appears to give the impression that you are already up to something tremendous. Some great task seems to be overhead, and, well, not great things appear to
yeah.
be following you.
It's like Snow
Pursuing
said, but the
you.
reasons
It's
and
pretty
tales
great.
exist.
Is this build up to some kind of statement you want to say?
Well, yes, actually, it does. In thanks for saving mine and my friend's life. And perhaps we can maybe end up doing each other a favor. He takes his there's a leather cord around his neck, and he takes the little pendant out, It's got an orange stone on it with some kind of design. It's not clear from the distance, but he just kind of holds it up. And Tianan just has her hand over her tunic. She doesn't take... Hers was out before, but it's been put back. He says, without getting too far into deep explanations and long stories, we might be meeting by more than just chance. It could be fate. It could be destiny. We could be here to help each other. If you're on some great task, we want to be able to help you. And in turn, that might end up helping us. And Tianan chimes in and she says, we thought we were supposed to be helping our friend Xylia, and maybe that is part of it, but maybe helping you is part of it too. Do you mind telling us where you're going? And maybe we can get you there faster.
I want to insight check them just to look for any reason to think that they might be hiding something, looking to see if there might be anything untoward. Ste'yn's just suspicious about offers to help extra.
Go for it. Anyone who would like to, if it crossed your mind as well, you are welcome to roll an insight check.
Viola will as
Guidance
well,
on
'cause
that.
she's kind of like, why do they have to help us? Because they just hid for that whole fight.
They're offering to help us get there faster, not fight our battles for us.
They mentioned they were not fighters.
23.
23,
26.
26. Did either of the gentlemen roll? Okay. As you are listening to them speak, they appear to be very truthful, honest, and they appear to be very eager to help. You don't know what it is that they would necessarily gain from it, but it doesn't seem like whatever that is would hurt you or hurt your cause or put you in any kind of danger. They seem excited to be able to be in this position to help.
Well, it is a pretty grand adventure that we're currently on. We're going south to Bull Swamp.
Swamp. They look at each other, look back at you. Swamp could be interesting. I don't know that we were prepared to go. Wonder what we might find there. They're kind of babbling a little bit to themselves.
There is
And then-
an outpost that's like right next to the swamp, or partway in the swamp. I don't know. I wasn't listening
Olin?
super closely, but it was something like that.
Are you talking about Olin, or are you talking about what Nora mentioned to us?
That
Yeah,
one.
whatever Nora said.
What's on the map? The one she gave us.
Yeah.
Well,
The one that got a passcode to get into.
Mm-hmm.
and as you guys are like deciding, and the more you talk, the more excited that they look of being able to help these heroes and passwords and secret places in a swamp.
If you help us,
Polly-
I will be sure to write a song about you.
Well, we don't even know
We don't
how.
need all that.
How are you thinking of helping us?
Well, we thought we could get you wherever you needed to go quicker. We had mentioned Decca, and then we were going to turn back around, and we could probably get you to Decca, well, with these two. And they kind of, he pats one of the horses. He says, if you've not been to Ophidia, and you don't know how fast some of those horses can go, they can go pretty fast, and you barely even notice. We could probably have you in Decca by end of day tomorrow.
That would be
Or,
wonderful.
We do like speed.
or,
In all its forms.
I was waiting for some comment.
I'll get the
It's
joke
okay.
later.
Well,
Okay. Anyway, there's this kind of lingering thought as again they look at each other and then they look back at you. Pauli says, "There might be an even faster way. I can't promise it's entirely safe, depending, but also not necessarily dangerous."
Oh, that sounds ideal.
Like, clearly traveling by the road isn't necessarily safe since we just got attacked while we were sleeping last night.
You make a perfect point. And this way... Have you ever traveled via magic, something akin to portal travel, that kind of thing?
yes.
Not explicitly.
Not explicitly? What does that mean?
Have
I'm
you
trying to,
implicitly?
I'm trying to figure out
Did
how
they
you would
knock
summarize
you
some of our
out or
dealings
something?
With, like the, where we lost a few days one time. We went somewhere and there was something to it.
Well,
But
we
it
didn't
wasn't quite-
travel, technically.
No, I don't think that's what they mean. No.
Then no.
No, I've heard a lot about those kinds of things, but
Well, so we are still relatively new, or entirely new, to this kingdom, but nature tends to be nature wherever you find it. And there are a lot of points in nature that connect to various other realms. And those tend to be interconnected to other parts of where we are. If I can find, and I probably can, a little shortcut, might be able to
Perfect.
get you right where you need to go.
That would
Sounds
be
like a
that
grand
sounds
idea to me.
fantastic. I love it.
Oh,
Let's
you
do
really
it.
are adventurers. Not even a second thought.
Would that be before or after we go to this nearby town?
Oh, no, we'd probably want to go. It's more likely you'd find this kind of passage probably somewhere less crowded. So I'm thinking one of these denser tree areas.
Well, I'm not thinking-
according to a map.
I'm not thinking we would go from the town the way that you're talking, but traveling your way after stopping by that town. Like, we stop in the town, we leave the town, we go to what you're talking about.
I suppose you could. Just depends on how quickly you want to go, and
Well,
honestly,
you'll
I
be
feel like-
saving us days' time travel anyway.
well,
Yeah, and
yes.
we're already at the town. We're only like a mile away, and we're already traveling. So
Oh, you wanted to go to Hire's Claim?
We're talking
nearby?
about Hire's Claim or Decker.
Hire's Claim.
S-
You said that
Okay.
was a mile away, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes.
What was,
Yes,
what was
well,
I
sir.
thinking?
if you wanted to prepare and get what you needed from town, I suppose you could. Part of what I noticed about you four, though, especially after that encounter, is just it feels like not just evil things are following you, but it feels like darkness is following you. And I don't think you should delay much on whatever it is that you're set out to do in this swamp. Darkness has a way of clinging until it consumes. So
That's-
whatever you choose to do, whatever your final goal is, I don't recommend putting too much before it.
Yes, well, we at least want
I mean,
another
this would only be,
diamond.
an hour.
Oh no,
We lost
Josh.
Josh.
Josh, no, come back.
Yeah, stop, keep going.
wait, I'm coming.
Make a quick trip in town to see if they happen to have that, and then head out as soon as we can. But also, hopefully, it won't be needed.
Well, we can get that in some ink.
There's a couple things I would like to look for as well.
Guess we've got some shopping to do.
Also, if we can find a certain spell scroll, we can get a premium on all of our little trinkets that we can sell. Potentially.
You're the adventurers. We just want to help. But this map, according to the map that we've got, I was noting us a few best places I might be able to look. I have to find one of these sort of entryways, and in order to do that, I can only... It has some distance, but only maybe 3 or so miles. So I'd rather be somewhere that has a better chance, and we still have to get to that spot. And that's still probably a few hours of travel, even going quickly. But it's your timing. I just hope we don't run into any more of those things.
We can move with haste.
So
And
we're
do
heading
our-
to town and be headed out by lunch.
Okay.
I mean, probably before lunch. We won't need more than an hour in town.
Well, also, Majesty and Pearl can only go their super speeds for so long before they need to rest and then do it again.
Beau is going to message over to Viola. So question, when you say you want to get things, what do you want?
I just want to replace my journal and get maybe a health potion.
Okay, well, because we probably don't all want to go into town. Depending on if they news spread about us.
I'm okay with not going into town. I was gonna ask Ste'yn to look for me.
Well, I'm thinking Snow and I go. So that way we can disguise ourselves.
Can I trust you to get a good looking, cute journal for me?
No,
I'll just ask no then.
I'm joking. Mostly.
You've lost your chance to earn brownie points.
Well, there is something that we might be able to find that'll be more adorable than a journal, but it wouldn't probably be as cutesy.
I just want a regular journal. I just miss writing in my journal at night before I go to bed.
Okay, so you don't care if it gets washed away again?
This one doesn't have anything that important in it.
You haven't started using it. How do you know that?
Because it doesn't have a letter from my mom in it, Beau!
Maybe she'll send you another one.
Well, I'm supposed to be getting one from your friend, but I haven't seen anything from that yet. Now have I?
I don't know what you get from her.
Nothing! I get nothing! I've been waiting for forever! And I get nothing!
Okay, I'm beginning to miss my mind link. At least then I could shut off. I mean, all we can do is
Turn
not
the
message
message
her
off?
again. Well, I mean, she has the chance of responding to the message, so as long as he responds, sends one to her, she could send something back. But she can't proactively send it.
This was the mind mail?
No, this is message. It's a cantrip.
Message is a cantrip.
Oh, so you were whispering.
Yeah, but only she can hear it.
Okay. Well,
Well,
You're whispering.
it says in the description, only they hear it. It says you
Okay.
point at a creature within range and whisper a message to target, and then parentheses, and only the target hears
Have they
the
updated
message.
okay. But then she's lost to respond.
Yeah, but she responds the same way, so I would be the target in that response. She's
Does it
not
say
just
that
yelling.
They respond the same way?
Yeah, because they respond, you can and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Okay, they've definitely changed that. Her whispers are
It's
very
always been
harsh.
that way.
Yeah, that.
I have doubt. I am I am slamming X for doubt. Anyway, carry on. That's a cantrip, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was mind mail.
No. He can prepare his cantrips. So,
You have Viola angrily whispering in your ear. Okay. So what's the plan?
well, besides the diamond and maybe a journal, what else
yes,
do
a
we
journal.
need?
Not maybe. Yes.
I think that's it.
I wouldn't mind another health potion or a health potion. I
Well,
don't think I have a
we
health
can get
potion.
the
Let me check real
ingredients.
quick.
Saying that out loud just now.
Oh, he was talking out loud, so she couldn't message to him.
Oh, never mind. Snow gave me one.
Yeah, and I have more too, so
I thought I didn't have one, so just ignore anything about the health potion. I just want a cute journal.
All right. Well, from our funds that we got recently, how much can I spend on ink?
I don't even know how much ink costs. It doesn't
much do
cost
you
that
need?
much, does it?
Yes, how much do you need?
So technically, if I wanted to jot down everything I've accumulated, I can use about 300 gold pieces.
Why don't we start with half and let you get a start on it, and then as we accumulate some more funds, you can get some more and do more.
Sounds fine.
man, you use some expensive ink.
I mean, it's 50 per level, right? I'm...
Yeah, but Snow
Oh,
has
okay.
no
Yeah,
concept
no,
of
no.
why
I was
you
just
need
making
to
sure
write-
I
write
was
it
just making
down.
sure that I wasn't messing up.
Why is it so expensive for you to just
Because
vibe, man?
right now he could do ice knife, color spray,
Just do
air
the
bubble,
magic.
and wither and bloom. But he also wants to keep an eye out for a scroll of distort value.
Another thing I might be interested in, if you can find it, is some incense. It's worth about 25 gold. I would like to try and talk to Atala or perhaps someone else a little more directly.
Sure.
She who must not be named.
Possibly.
Ew.
Well, that sounds like a horrible idea, but
That's why I'm leaning more towards Atala. But you know.
I think that's a
You
better
talk to
choice.
Atala, I'll talk to the other one.
yeah. How about nobody talks
I
to the
hate
other
that
one? Because
more.
even saying the other one's name caused lava pools.
Well,
So I feel like direct correspondence would only be worse. At
Only in
this point
theory.
time. Maybe once we know more, then we do bigger risks. Right now, I feel like that would be pointless.
And ink, incense. I think we make a very speedy shopping trip.
Viola is gonna walk over to Snow and give him 30 gold and ask him to pick out a very cutesy, nice looking journal for Viola.
that we were just going to use funds from the big thing that we got.
No, she doesn't want to make the pot pay for her journal because it doesn't necessarily benefit the group.
Okay, I guess that's true.
It's
Viola
just for
looking
her
out.
own personal. And I mean, she has 50 gold. It's not like it's much out of her pocket.
Can do.
So you got a shopping list together?
Oh, she's also gonna give Snow the gold chain that she took off of the leader in case he wants to try to like barter that in there somehow.
Okay.
Right, so we'll let the boys do the shopping. And we'll just hang back.
It's like the good old days, Ste'yn.
So much.
Just us girls, not a care in the world.
As
Go
these
run
two
some
elves
laps
are
or
just sitting
something.
on their wagon.
I can
Yeah, if
run
there's
some laps
one-
with you if you want company.
If
We
there's
could have a
one thing that
race.
describes Ste'yn, it's not a care in the world.
Maybe hyper Ste'yn.
Christian's more hyper focused.
All right,
All right.
let's go. So I'm thinking for my disguise, and he uses disguise self to look exactly like Ste'yn.
You know
what
that
my
doesn't
cat looks
help.
like.
He like fluffs his hair. Big show of being very dramatic.
You're slouching a little bit. I don't slouch like that.
You, I do not slouch. I'm a champion.
Beau will
Right,
look
you
like
are?
Nora. Who knows? Maybe she has acquaintances in this town.
Oh, so much for sending the boys into town.
I mean, they might get better deals this way too.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to keep Ste'yn's look because Ste'yn is a little bit too famous, and there's a reason why we're not sending her into town. So,
That's true. I just people love me wherever I go.
Oh boy.
yes, we do.
Did
And
the
he
elves
will
hear
use
that statement
self.
comment?
They're just sitting here on the wagon, waiting, seeing what you guys choose to do, kind of deciding amongst themselves what they might do in this time.
Hmm.
But yeah, they're over here.
Disguise
Whatever
self
you say.
Again, just looking like a brunette human, very plain individual. Nondescript, you might say.
He hates every second of it. Okay. Beau is disguising himself as well.
Yeah, it's Nora.
Oh, you were serious.
Oh, I was serious.
Oh, excellent.
Nora
That's
and her
fantastic.
new lackey.
The other one just wouldn't.
I mean,
just
she already
wouldn't cut it.
he already disguised himself as her husband. He might as well go for her now.
He's an
Go for the
intern.
set.
Yes, without blue hair.
Yes, without blue hair. Okay. Yeah. You guys head into you guys are walking to Hire's Claim?
Well, I thought they would have got us there, and then this is us going in. I thought we already traveled to
Oh,
it if it's a
sure.
mile away.
No, I didn't know what you guys were actually choosing to do. They were
Oh,
waiting
okay.
to hear what the plan was. They're happy to help.
Yeah, so I pictured
I
they
mean,
dropped us
yeah.
off, and then we went inside.
So it's still, even if you waited just the hour or two, it's only just getting to be dawn. Still quite early. You guys,
The shops will just now be opening.
yeah, you make your way. There's some patrolling Peace Watch you can see, greeting folks who a couple of other early morning merchants coming in, their own carts and such. The town is very quiet though, this early in the morning. Some shops are not quite open yet, others are. So what all are you guys looking for?
Primarily like a shop that sells magic components and magic. I guess basically a magic shop would be the bulk of what we need, because we need the diamond, which would be a component. The incense is a component. The ink is magical ink. The ink scroll, the spell scroll would be magic.
Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. It's not a huge town. The diamond is trickier to find. Let's see.
Trickier to find because there's so many options.
Yeah, absolutely. You're just flush with
It doesn't have to be
gems.
one big diamond. It could be several smaller ones if they don't just have, one larger one. It just needs to be total worth 300 gold.
It is despite being a early morning and a little sleepy, it is still festival season, you realize. And very early, shops are opening, and there are some people who are not done with the previous night's festivities going through the streets. But the gem and jeweler, one of the nice ones or available ones, is there. They are opening earlier than perhaps they might, so you are fortunate there. They have some beautiful options, and you finding one for 300 is not you don't find one for 300. They don't have. They've got a lot of set of small gems and such, but the diamond is not readily available there at Hire's Claim.
Do they have any diamonds?
They have some small cut ones. Those are probably
Are they fresh cut?
they're no. They're like inlaid and inset. No, this place doesn't have that kind of like
Okay, well, we still have the
like
wedding
those
ring.
fresh new. You do.
Or the
But they do
engagement.
have they have small diamonds that are inlaid in rings and such and other jewelry, but not just a honkin', here's 300 gold diamond.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it's
can
fine, we
find-
get smaller stuff.
Well, it depends. I mean, at that point, though, because if it's in something, then that means we're also paying for the thing that it's in, which increases how much we're paying for a less useful diamond. So we'd be spending potentially more than what we need. And have a bunch of
mean-
rings in a bank.
Viola's in heaven.
Still better than not having.
Well, we
anything at
have
all, in my
one.
opinion, but
Well, we have one still. We have the engagement ring. We're not without. We just
Yeah.
had 2 before.
it'd be better to have 2 again.
But if we can't find it, then
Like, it's not like we can use the gold instead to bring someone back. So
It needs just 100 gold worth of diamond, or 300 worth of diamond, or a diamond, a
no
singular.
300. It could be smaller ones. It could be a scattering of. It needs to be diamonds total worth 300, whether it's small
This
ones
says-
or one big one.
This says a diamond worth 300
Really?
plus GP.
Oh, so then
I don't know if. I'm not sure if it changed or not.
it's
I guess I can
technically
check.
a very small diamond. If you've never bought diamonds.
Oh, they did change it.
Changed it.
Diamonds worth
The old one
versus
said
a
diamonds.
diamond. Interesting.
they didn't like people.
I wonder if they were like, no
using
more of this.
They were tired of people rocking
Here's-
around with 100 rings.
Here's my stockpile of diamond gem cuts.
Huh.
No, it's more likely that they simply wanted to cut down on word count because they did that for a lot of things. Is just simplify it and make it as short as possible, as
Mhm.
simple as possible.
I'm down.
Probably didn't have a mechanical reason. They probably weren't like, we gotta just make sure that players aren't doing this. Like, it was probably just like, we have an additional word here, cut it out.
Mm. All right. So what about ink?
Magic ink? Yes, you can find magic ink. They will sell that. Where was I just looking at that? I've got this nifty website that does this stuff for me. Magic items. That's not it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're willing to sell you magic ink for 15 gold.
Well, so it's like 15 gold
For
per.
an ounce bottle.
Okay, and he needs 50 worth. Like that's how that.
You need
So
50
per
gold
spell
worth.
level, he needs 50 gold worth. So, okay, so it's increments of 15. So okay, then
If
he
you
would
wanna get,
need
like,
10.
150, it'd
Yeah.
be 10. Yeah.
Okay, that's not. I was That works out because I was trying to figure out.
Oh
the
no,
math.
I made the math difficult.
No,
My
I mean it
bad.
worked out since we were doing half of what he needed, which was 300. So 150 would be
Okay.
it. But do they have a spell scroll of distort value anywhere in the house?
They do not.
Okay.
That would be really funny if they had the scroll there. You buy the scroll first, and then
Yeah,
use
that's
it
what I
on
was
them.
thinking. Be like, give me a minute.
I feel like that would be
give
a
me,
bad business.
Give me 1
practice.
hour. I'll be back.
For no reason whatsoever. Wait here.
I mean,
Hold that thought. Put a pin right in that.
okay, so that's 150 right there. And then they didn't have that. What about a journal?
Yes, they have an assortment of journals between like
looks for the
5
cutest
and
one.
like 25.
Which one is cutest?
The cutest one? Let's see. Snow, give me a high or low.
Hi.
Okay. There's an incredibly cute one that is it's like a blue dyed leather with this beautiful gold filigree just all over it, and a gold kind of a gilded lock, even like a little password diary or a lock diary, and this lovely silken bookmark around it. But that one is 30.
How much did Viola give me?
30 gold
30.
pieces. Exactly.
There we go.
Okay, so that is.
And
I looked up the
spent.
price of the book, and the book was 25, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him 5 extra.
So up to 180.
Oh.
And then what about the incense?
I need it to be worth 25 gold for me to actually cast the spell.
25 it is.
Incense. Okay, so that puts us up to 215. Wait. Yeah, 205.
180.
205.
Yeah,
was
give you
there
such a
anything-
look.
Was there anything else that we maybe needed?
Do we think that there might be the ingredients for the Easy Make Oven?
Are there?
Do we see anything?
Unless
like
that's a Walmart exclusive.
Did we send
Honestly-
boys to the store without a shopping list?
the kit is,
And off
but
they
are the
go.
ingredients- But are the ingredients for the kit?
I think they were like
That's
pouches, weren't
Part of
they?
And
it.
it's IK. It's not one.
Oh, this was Ike. That's right.
Okay. The Easy Make Coven. Here it is. Kit includes Ike A's special design cauldron, appropriate kit supplies for the type of potion, ingredients for 2 doses of potion. Additional ingredient packs can be purchased. You can attempt to kind of recreate one of these packs and see how well it does, but it does appear that they've designed it in such a way that it would encourage one to go back to them to purchase from them.
They have the list of ingredients on the side.
Yeah, Snow isn't about that.
Oh, the asterisk ones are organic.
Oh, these are arranged by quantity in this mixture.
Snow, I would allow you to make an Arcana check and see if you can kind of parse.
Can Beau
And then
help
see if you
him
can. You may.
with putting our minds together?
You may.
All right.
Beau's got some knowledge in Arcana. It might not be fantastic. But
He
I
has
think
a
it would
plus
hurt.
10. He's got more than Snow.
I mean, his actual background history experience.
We
Not
are
his
both
glasses.
experts, so.
Those super cool shades.
But that
I mean,
is
without the
a-
glasses, they would be the same.
That is a 22.
Okay. Yeah. You can. It's easy enough you're to figure out kind of what goes into what and making this type of a potion that you're looking for. And you could try and find potion ingredients and then see what happens.
We
What
will
would
do
that come out to? That potion ingredients.
Oh, which potion are you looking at?
The healing. I mean, that's
Yeah, we're
That's the one
gaining.
you had?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Because there were multiple different ones. We had the one for healing.
We have the one for healing. Ingredient packs can be purchased for 15.
I mean, as of right
pieces
now, we
of-
haven't
I don't
spent
know if
anything on the
we-
Easy Make Coven, so this would be the first
Yeah.
expense that we actually make in using
That's
it. It's already paid for itself.
Very true. Yeah. I don't know if it'd be more or less than 15 since we're not getting it in a pack, but
Yeah,
probably
like they
the brand
don't.
name.
They're not gonna
Yeah.
like. They don't sell it and understand it as like, oh, this is Easy Make Coven potion pack ingredients. Like they just have
Yeah, no.
ingredients for making a
This is-
potion.
Wait, I
is
have a.
generic
Oh,
instead
you know
of
what? I got an idea. I'm gonna.
Should be cheaper.
I have an idea that we could circle back for haggling the overall cost. That's why I'm keeping a
scared.
running turtle. They're gonna go up there and haggle. So that was how much was that?
Oh gosh. So I don't know how much. Honestly, I looked this up at some point.
So a
I'm sure, and I
15
don't
is
know
the
it now.
base, but we're getting all the ingredients separately. I guess
You're
you would
finding
just
them on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess on your own it would be yeah, they're upselling a bit. Say it's like I don't know.
I can see being like an
12.
extra 12. That would be
Right.
less. Isn't it 15?
No, if
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying 12
yeah, like
more?
Would
the
be
pack
less.
is upselling it.
When you buy the
Oh, I see.
ingredients,
You're
they're
saying the
cheaper.
pack is upselling.
Whatever-
Yeah, they're special ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every single time I feel like I go to the grocery store and buy the ingredients over just getting like the sauce bottle, it comes out to like $20 more than just getting a bottle of sauce. So that's what threw me off there.
It can be less expensive to make things
Okay, so
yourself,
now
yes.
do we
And
want
other
to just
things
call
are-
it? Do we want to just call it 10 so that
You-
way it's just 215 is where we at right now instead of 217?
Sure.
Okay,
I'm
so
totally fine with that.
we're at 215. Do they have any random like cheap magic items that could be fun? Since this is a magic shop.
Let's find out.
There is a pen I think that would be fun, but I guess in theory you have to be marked with the scribe or something like that. I think it's one of their I don't remember.
I think you're right if we're thinking of the same thing.
Yeah. I think it's like one of the scribe's pen. You have to have requires attunement with the creature with the mark of scribing, which I think is some kind of it's the Wayfinder's guide. That's why. Item.
There is for funsies. Hold on, I'm gonna find one more thing because it'd be fun. We're gonna have 2 items you can look at.
The talking doll. The image
That
of
would
that
be
is so
very fun.
disturbing looking.
That would be super fun.
You find a cursed item for super cheap.
I mean, if the cursed item you don't have to attune to it, I'm all for it at this point. Like so many things I've got, I have to have tuned to it. So if it doesn't require attunement,
It's
I'm
almost like I
for
did
it.
that on purpose. These do in fact require attunement though.
Both of them?
Yeah. One of them is a pair of gloves. They look kind of clownish, but they also, as explained, they have 3 non-reusable charges of thaumaturgy. And there is an amulet, and it has 1d4 charges of the jump spell, in case Ste'yn comes across any more walls. Ste'yn hasn't faced off against a wall in a minute. I think it's time.
We're good.
So
We're good.
We can deal with a wall now.
could stumbling around the thing at all necessary? Maybe Beau trips over a candle of the deep.
Nope.
I was just thinking for Viola not being able to see, she could just have a little candle.
That's okay. She could just ring a bell and become invisible.
That doesn't.
They
help
can't see her, she
anything.
can't see them, and it's even.
I
All right.
couldn't see them anyways.
Well, I'm not spending money on things that have limited charges.
Snow already has candles.
Well, I mean, this
Just
one
light
just
candles.
this one just doesn't go out. It doesn't get
Light.
extinguished by water.
Yeah,
Viola
but,
has her
like,
coin in her crown.
it's fine.
Fact.
We don't need
I mean, I'm
that.
just trying to find
Let's
something that
go.
doesn't just go away after you use it twice or 3 times.
That's what
I don't think we're gonna find that here. Let's
Yeah.
move on.
All right, then we're up to
Snow's bored.
215.
Okay.
So, question for you. We're getting all these things together. Can we bring down the price some because of that? And in exchange, you know that easy make coven thing Unk A goes on about having?
The gentleman in the shop shakes his head.
Does he seem weirded out that this woman sounds like that?
I forgot about that.
No, because sometimes ladies just have a certain kind of androgynous voice, and who is he to judge? He works in a magic shop. Magic can do all kinds of weird things.
it's
All
true,
right.
you revealed that.
She was really pretty until she opened her mouth.
Well, we could tell you the ingredients that you already have on stock, and then you can upcharge it for people that are using these. You make more money, and we get a little bit off our price.
Sorry, I don't understand what you're asking. What do
So
you want?
I want a discount, and in exchange, I'll tell you how to make their healing potion mixture.
You work for them?
Yes.
Give me a deception check.
It's true though, he does. She does. For many years.
Does that help?
Disadvantage.
What? Man, I had a nat 20.
Oh,
You're
no!
welcome. This is what you get.
But the other one's either a 15 or a 19.
Okay. Mark off your die. He eyes you for a moment, and he just kind of nods. I see what you're saying. Weird that you'd want to share a business trade like that, just for a couple of items. So how much are you guys buying that's just from this shop?
So it's,
Like
I mean, this
the
is the only
journals.
shop we have to stop at for everything. And
mean, didn't it have,
total
like-
right now is at 215.
Snow would have gone elsewhere for like the journal or whatever. Like that's not in there.
Oh, well,
It's not a magic journal, right? It's just a pretty
Mhm.
journal from a
Yeah.
bookshop.
okay,
or a...
then I guess we're not spending that 30 here, so then it would be 30 less.
175.
If we were at 215 and we take away 30, that's 185.
185, sorry.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he's trying to get it down from 185 then.
Okay. He says, okay. All right. I could knock it down since you're getting a good amount of stuff. Knock it down to, let's see. How about to 170?
Deal.
Okay. He takes the money.
Who has the bag of I assumed that Snow had the bag of gold that we got from that thing, right?
The gold? No, you have the gold.
I didn't have that on my inventory sheet. He was
That
given
would
the
be
gold
bag
from
holding.
he was given the gold from when we won in the tournament, but nobody gave him the gold from the cash that we just got.
Who's paying?
love
I
that.
didn't bring
Said
my
it.
wallet.
Oh, did Ste'yn say it?
Viola's not there.
No, I said did Ste'yn say it when we were over there?
I thought,
That's what I remember.
but I'm not 100%.
I mean,
No,
I
you
might
have it.
I might have just not labeled it, that I might have misheard. If so, then what was
the one sorting through what all we got.
what was the gold, silver, and copper from that trove then?
900 copper,
Oh, going
850 silver,
900, 850.
and then was it? I have 700 gold, but I think it was 70 and I
Yeah.
added an extra 0, but I'm
No,
not sure.
I have 700 gold.
So I
as
think it was
well.
700,
Okay,
but then
awesome.
150
Cool. It was a
was
lot of gold.
theirs. 150 were
100,
those two.
yes.
So that
Yeah.
would be 650
Yeah.
that we actually got. Whoops.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna add all that in there,
It's not like we'll ever find its owners, so
and
you guys
then
earned
we
it.
just
You
spent
found it.
170.
Finders
Mhm.
keepers.
Cool. And all right, I have it all organized now. Sorry, I didn't realize it went to
We're
Beau.
good. I didn't realize this was going to become a shopping episode. You did it. You did something I did not anticipate.
But we did
Thank
put
you,
it
guys.
in the group message that we were planning on buying materials in the store. This was not unplanned on our part or unstated.
When,
I mean, it was.
Was
for
this
me because
today?
I could
No,
never
this
read
was
the
throughout
messages.
the time frame we talked about it.
oh, because I have been disconnected.
No, I mean it's fine.
It's
Fine.
been a
Yeah.
Let's just carry on.
so. Is that all you wanted from the town?
Yeah.
Stopping for early morning breakfast, or just heading on back?
I think we're heading
No,
back
quick
now.
trip.
Quick trip, got it. I'm going to say, if you guys didn't mind, that Paoli might want to go into the town as well. Would go with you. Well, I mean, you guys all were there. He also went in, just looking about and handling some of their own business. But you guys meet back in the wagon, and he says, "So, you got everything you needed, and we're ready to head on out?"
While
Let's
the boys
go.
were gone, could Viola have like searched the area for some like berries or something edible, so that way she can have a quote morsel of food in her pocket?
Give me a survival check.
For no reason at all.
Quote morsel.
Morsel of food.
That is a 9.
I love that she's willing to spend 30 gold on a notebook, but she's not going to throw some copper or something at some food at a shop in town.
Well, she forgot to ask Snow, so like she can't ask now.
I love this. Anyway, this area seems pretty not much is growing. There's vegetation, you're just not sure if it's like you're not sure if it's poisonous or not or something. You don't know the vegetation. So you could take it, but it's questionable.
Could she ask
Do you have any? If you have rations, I think you could probably use that for a morsel of food.
I don't think she does.
Y'all don't
Could
have
she
rations?
ask her druid friend
Um,
if she sees anything non-poisonous?
Sure. Yeah. Tianan stayed behind with the other ladies. It's very easy for her. She sees what you found and you were questioning it, and she immediately takes what you had and she puts it in a separate bag, and she tells you, Please don't eat this.
Well, it's not
I
for
might be able to use it.
me.
Were you going to kill somebody?
I mean, if it's useful for that, I might as well keep it. You never know.
You never know when you might
Honestly?
need to poison somebody.
I can see what I can come up with for this. And she puts that aside. But then she takes you and she kind of points out a couple of things in the area that would be edible. And you do find some berries. You find a couple of leaves that if you were to chew on them, they're not going. They're generally used for like a tea or something. But she shows you different types of plants and such. But you'll find a little something.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that she has at least one morsel of food in her pocket.
She has one morsel of food. Okay.
Beau gives Ste'yn the incense when they get back there.
Perfect.
Before the
No
boys
presents.
get back, can
Okay.
stay and do ascending? Like just
Yes,
while waiting.
absolutely.
Oh, we're gonna reach out to Glia to try and find out about Cadence.
It's happening.
Oh, it's been needing to happen. Let me double check my word count on this message that I've been working on. Alright. So she's just gonna cast sending and say, Hi Glia. I heard something happened to Cadence. Is Rosie okay? Watch your back. Get out if you can. Doc is coming to Gratimano. And that's exactly 25 words.
Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything.
I can drop it if you'd like.
Yes, please. That will also work. Because I only have 19, so I must have missed something. Oh, get out if you can. That's what I missed. Beautiful. You, whoops, go back here. You get a response. You hear a trembling voice in your mind. She says, give me a second, I wasn't ready.
You were ready with the trembling.
I was. Oh, I was ready for her to say something, but I didn't know what. Oops, there's only one. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fair. You earned that. Okay, this is too much, so let me make sure. Let me fix this. I love sending. Oh, it's not too much.
Yeah, you threw me off earlier when I was using message and you were keeping track on your finger. I was like, wait a minute, is new
'Cause I thought
message
you
a
said
character
because
limit?
you said I'm sending.
Oh,
You said I'm
I
sending
see.
to, and I was like, oh, he's sending. And then you kept going. I'm like, he's sending again. Is it okay? Watch your back. Get out if you can. Okay. You hear her trembling voice respond, and maybe you weren't expecting anything necessarily, but within a few seconds, in the time to act, you hear her voice, and she says, Thank the gods. Rosie is with me, but we're in Gratia Minot looking for you. Daisy attacked. Help me find my family.
Do we know a Daisy? Is that like the dog? Wait,
What?
Who's Daisy?
Do I recognize the name Daisy?
Okay, I was like, is
Give
this
me-
one of those situations where I misheard something and no one's saying
Give
anything
me
about
an
it?
intelligence history check.
History check. Okay, we're gonna slap some guidance in that.
Guidance.
Because that's not a super great roll. That is a 16.
Okay. The last time you heard the name Daisy was on a little notice in a city about someone who had gone missing. A performer who had gone missing.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah, fun times. Alright. Not gonna send anything else right now, but we'll be thinking on that.
Just leave her hanging.
For Glia. Oh wait, she finally got in touch with me. Help me. Hello? Call goes dead. Okay. Anything else?
Not yet.
All right. So the group reconvenes. Pauli is again willing to use the majesty of Majesty and Pearl and get you guys to somewhere he thinks he's more confident to find one of these kind of entryways. If you guys are willing to go with. Okay.
Does that take roughly about an hour?
It'll take a little over. It'll take a couple hours.
Okay.
Still.
Then I'm
You're
gonna at
still
least
still
do a
not
short
miles away.
rest.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't do that
And
earlier.
as you guys pick up and you start to head out, he asks you actually, so how much do you who have traveled in these kinds of ways, what do you know about the Fey realm?
Big fat 0.
Can we like roll to know how much we know about the Fey?
You can give me a history check.
Could it be an
or
Arcana?
a nature check?
Because it's a magical realm?
I'm gonna say a nature
Or
or a history.
or history. Okay, cool. I'm going history. And I think nature is gross.
Nature's
yeah.
gross.
Oh no, my nature's also intelligence. I thought it was wisdom. I was gonna say I think nature is gross wisdom.
He says in front of the druids. Nature's gross. Fine.
It's all over me. Get it off.
Well, you're getting lost in the Fey realm.
Okay, that is a 15.
Okay.
And Snow also.
You may.
As he is trying to call to mind any legends or myths that he has heard about the Fey realm, he is going to cast guidance on himself. Because that's something he can do now.
Exciting. Guidance.
It didn't help.
Oh no. No?
I didn't roll anything. It was bad.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Beau, you've heard maybe some lullaby, maybe a bedtime story once or twice as a child. But it all feels very fluffy, very not necessarily fake, but maybe fake.
Even with Fey
other realms
ancestry, he
exist.
doesn't know anything more than that?
Mhm.
They never like research themselves? Because elves have
Doesn't
Fey
it?
ancestry. That's what I was wondering.
It's it just feels disconnected. It feels very disconnected. Whatever you might have heard or learned in your upbringing. Maybe not, it's not fake, but it's distant and just doesn't seem to impact you terribly much to have heard much. So Pauli says, well, druids, as I said, we have a connection to nature and its many forms and various spaces and places. And as it is, the realm we're in sort of can be a bit surrounded, you might say, with this other realm, these other places. It's not just Fae and those types of kind of whimsical and sometimes dangerous creatures, but there are other places. Some druids have a better affinity than others with certain types of realms. Me and my friend, I think even our partner has a decent connection, although we haven't really tested it much. We can sort of sense a way around it. So my hope is that if we are able to find what I hope we'll be able to find, with the right direction, with the right purpose, it should be pretty much a bridge. Kind of a round instead of... Well, that doesn't sound like it would be faster, but I promise you it would be faster. Just... All I'll say is be mindful as you go through. I can accompany you. We can accompany you so far. We don't necessarily want to be in the swamp or interfere. Can't leave our horses behind. But if we do this right, it should be basically a straight path. And at the other side, you should see the exit. You'll be able to get where you're going. If we find one of the areas of the Fey realm, and there are these 7 regions of it, if we find one that's more closely connected to our realm, the realm of light, you should find it fairly favorable. As long as we don't misstep and find one that's more in the, well, other direction, is all. Just wanted to make sure you understood. I'm fairly certain, though, we can just go straight through and you'll be fine.
So what
As
happens
you've
if we're
trusted
not
us
fine?
with your lives, we'll trust you on this.
Thank you.
I'm still being
I'm all for new
trusting.
places.
But what happens if it doesn't go right?
It's just a matter of where. And you shouldn't be spending much time there, so even if it were one of these realms that... Let me explain, I suppose, one part I skipped. The light. Our realm, where we are. We are not connected to the dark. The dark is separate. It's supposed to be separate. It shouldn't be near us. It would be terrible if it were near us properly. It can't be. The Fey realm has a way of being wobbly and outside, and so sometimes it feels almost as if it could connect to the light and the... I can't even say it. It's so... What a strange concept.
Wait, so hypothetically speaking, this method of yours, you've only used it on beings of the light thus far?
Well, I couldn't possibly use it on anything else. That's like saying, did you use it on someone who's breathing? Well, of course. I didn't take a midnight beast through or anything like that.
Oh, you probably wouldn't interact with any ferals, right?
No, not much. I didn't come across many. He's clearly uncomfortable.
Okay.
It was fine.
It's not like Saz is with us. Why does that matter?
It's just an academic question.
Okay,
Can I-
Mr. Glasses.
Glasses for smart people.
Can I insight check Beau to see if he seems uncomfortable or nervous about traveling this way, since he's asking about it as it relates to traveling with creatures of light instead of dark?
Sure. Are you hiding anything, Beau?
I think he's trying to keep composure.
Okay. We'll see how well. Thank
That
you
is
for your
a-
cooperation.
25.
You do beat me. That would be a 22.
What
does
does she
Ste'yn
notice
read
off
on you?
of?
I mean, he's a little bit trepidatious.
Good word. Good word.
That is a good word.
Fine.
Ste'yn's gonna just
I'm
move a little
fine.
closer to Beau and put her hand where if he wanted to reach down and take it when they travel, he could, kind of deal. Like, just trying to be there by him to help him feel more comfortable.
Ace has got a ward.
You know?
Wait, so are they at the spot where they're about to test it right now?
No, he wanted
Okay.
to mention that while you guys were traveling.
Okay.
But if he just wanted to get that across to you. If there's anything else you guys want to do, otherwise it'll just take a couple hours to get. And it is starting to become more like a grove of trees where you guys have entered. You can see them at a point. Tianan in particular, she seems to kind of close her eyes every now and then, almost as if she's sort of sensing in the air. They travel on. Sometimes he guides the horse in a seemingly new direction, but there isn't really much path out here as it is. And then you feel the cart coming to a halt. You're in a kind of unassuming outcropping of these trees, and Pauli kind of looks around, kind of nods a bit. Tianan also looks around. She kind of does a little, like, you know, when you're testing the wind, kind of like lick your finger and hold it up in the air and see. She kind of does something like that, but it's still and steady. It has been drizzling, I forgot to mention, but it is getting lighter. It's whenever the main storm seems to be mostly passing, but it's still wet and kind of moist out. Pauli drops down and he goes to a point in the trees. Give me 1 second. Make sure we get this part right. There it is. Okay. He drops down. You see him kind of mutter to himself. Makes a little bit of a gesture with his hands. And he stands still for about a minute, concentrating. When he's done, his eyes kind of pop open. He looks back at Tianan and he nods. It was a brief stop. The horse picks up. You guys continue on for a little bit, not a long ways. You find a much clearer section of the trees. This time, Pauli says, all right, I think we found the spot. And he seems kind of excited. He says, I don't get to do this often. We're more, we tend to be kind of passing each other in the night, you might say, with our neighbors. But I think if this is a way to help, I think they'll be very willing to help. And we're certainly willing to help. I think this will help all of us.
And you would say this is like a technical thing you're doing right now.
Sure.
Well, Snow, what about a word of encouragement for them to not screw this up?
Do they need assistance?
Yeah, will this be Will this be difficult in any way, or is it like...
Oh, every bit of magic comes with a little bit of risk, but I think we'll be all right. I mean, any help from
All
great
right.
adventurers, we'd appreciate it, sure.
I believe in you. I think you got this, and it'll be a piece of cake. And Snow will give him inspiration and also a pat on the back for guidance, because I can do both now.
Awesome.
Ste'yn will see that, and then she'll give guidance to Tiernan in case she's trying to assist in this.
Okay.
Because he can't stack it.
Snow gives her a wink, as that's the first time she's seen him use that.
She just makes a mental note of it and adds it to the list of things to talk about with Snow dying.
You come back from death and now you can cast guidance on people? Oh no, where did it go? That's all right.
Learn something new every day.
All right.
Great school day.
True.
The two of them sit together in the grass. They don't seem to mind at all. The wet, the rain that's picked up, or the rain that it's stopping, but that's already on the ground. They close their eyes and they are smiling. You can almost feel the air kind of sizzling a bit. The hair on your arms and the back of your neck kind of stands, and your heart rate kind of picks up a little bit.
As that happens, Viola's gonna reach out and grab Ste'yn's hand, and she'll hold out his hand to Snow as well.
Snow is visibly bouncing on his feet with excitement. But he'll take Viola's hand and he'll swing.
I love that.
Ste'yn will look at Beau and just sort of offer her other hand. They're doing it.
He'll do it, but not in a showy way.
Okay, so the four of you take hands. Beau, not in a showy way. All right. You go away, fly. As you guys are watching, around you and a few feet in front of you, between you and the druids, there is a point of light, and it begins to grow. It stretches and widens until it is a full, maybe a 10-foot diameter of just a disc of light. The light begins to kind of waver and starts to fade, and color starts to become clear. On it, in it, through it, it's hard to say. Can one of you please take the responsibility off of my hands and roll me 1d8? Who would like to do that?
Ste'yn.
Yeah, it shouldn't be me.
Oh, we're gonna pick a good dice for this.
You got some Fey dice.
I do got some fate dice, so that is an 8.
An 8. Excellent. Okay. Let's see. Where did you end up?
Ugh.
Give me half a second.
Or in one of the layers of hell.
All right. the 8th level. Just because.
Oh, great.
Fight your way back to the top, Doom guy. There it is. Okay. I'm doing this the silly way. I'm sorry. We want to do it
We're gonna
this
spend
way.
Halloween in the Feywilds.
Heck yeah.
I didn't even plan for that. I'm so excited.
Oh, we can do Fae-inspired looks for next session.
Oh, I'm gonna be ready this time.
Oh, I'll ask it later. Sorry.
Okay. So the light begins to fade off, and it trades and becomes colors that you can see. The actual whatever is making those colors and shapes that are forming are very unclear. It's very blurred. It's still wavering, this circle in the air. And it does seem like a circle. It is this two-dimensional seeming door in the air. And you just hear Powley from the other side. And he says, I feel good about this one. I think you're safe. Of the colors you see some rich brown, you see some deep green, you see little speckles of a warm glow. You see a shimmer, almost snake-like pattern, feels silvery and shining through it. But it stands there and it awaits you. You step
I guess we
inside.
go in.
No good.
And if Snow goes, we're all holding
I was gonna
hands.
say,
So
we're all, we're all going together.
Snow will pull the rest of them through.
At Snow's lead, Red Rover style, you go charging ahead through this door and into your hopefully shortcut through the Fey realm.
oh boy.
And that is where we will end tonight's session. That
I'm
was
so excited.
Mhm. I'm excited that it lands on essentially our Halloween episode is in the Fey realm. I couldn't have planned that. If I had tried to plan that, there's no way it would have happened. Oh, goody. Oh, goody, goody. Oh, that gives me so much more time to plan things. Oh, I'm so excited! Oh my gosh! Now I'm more excited. Anyway, it's late, so I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody. First, I'm gonna find where I say goodnight to everybody. Oh, here it is. Thank you from all of us here at Tales from the Catacombs. Catch up and recapture your favorite moments by subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate you journeying with us to bring clean content to the world of tabletop RPGs. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's only because of our subscribers that we had a fantastic giveaway. And make sure you help us with the little algorithms and comment below answering the following question. It was, what monster in Dungeons and Dragons lore is most like your own personality? And no, you can't say a devil. I won't allow it. I veto the answer.
Aren't they just lawful evil? They have laws.
They have laws. A fat lot of good that does.
It's fine. I'm a beholder.
I love that. I can think of so many ways that works. But a particularly huge thanks to my players, whose links are in the description below. Please take a moment to follow these tremendous people and their exciting endeavors. David, who he's not afraid of spiders or portals, even if Beau might be, who plays Beau. Catherine, apparently many-headed beholder Catherine, but really just
Many-eyed.
phenomenal, super bright Catherine, who plays Ste'yn. Kassie, with or without armor, she's glowing and fabulous, who plays Viola. And Josh, who can do so many more fun, exciting, magical things and guide himself as well as all of us, who plays Snow. I am Brenna. I am your storyteller for this adventure, and we will see you back here next time. Safe travels until we meet again for Halloween!